No, I'm not the
You
DM.
just said you listened to the thing.
Yeah, and you must have it written down.
Yes, on a different document. Right.
I'll,
Fill me
I'll
in.
do the
I don't miss
recap if you want.
Go on then.
We met some gypsies.
All right.
We got our palms read.
Start at
I
the
am
end and work backwards.
Yeah.
Met some gypsies, and before that, we walked over to the gypsy camp. And before that,
I'm trying to think what you did do last session. So you were in Barovia.
Or I can. Or if you genuinely don't have it in front of you, I can tell you.
I don't have it in front of me. I just can't remember how
All
far
right.
back you went.
So we woke up at the mansion with the plan to escort Irina to Valaki. Ismark said to go. Maybe it might be best to get supplies and also check on Doru. Make sure he's still tied up. We went to the shop. I think I bought a cloak and you got some
Most
arrows or
people
some.
bought a cloak, didn't they?
Yeah, and then went to the pub, all had some wine, then remembered, oh shit, we need to go check on Doru. Went and checked on Doru and discovered that he had escaped, followed his tracks, which led basically to the nearest house, and found him hunched over, eating or feeding on a woman. A battle ensued in which he rose some zombies from the ground around him, and we had a bit of a fight, and he escaped on the rooftops. Bruce was very upset and blamed himself. And then we spent the night. Oh, we also met Granny, or Hag if you ask Solidus, and got some dream pies from her.
dream pie.
Um,
Some DPs.
Solidus ate them. We were a bit more skeptical and didn't. And Irina and Ismac sort of confirmed our concerns that they were not to be messed with. And we spent the night with the intention of leaving in the morning, and a fire was started at the mansion. Was awoken to smoke. All of us awoke and fought the fire, while Solidus just had a wet dream, basically.
That dream was so wet.
And didn't awake at all. And then when he woke up in the morning, was hankering after dream pie and ate some more. Appeared to be having withdrawals of some sort. And then basically we
That's a
left.
rateable laughter.
We left, headed on the road. On the road, we went to a crossroads, and there was some gallows, and a body appeared to be swinging from the gallows.
Oh, yeah.
Irina couldn't see the body. Solidus, Blight, and Bruce could see a body, but it was of just a generic Barovian man. But Callan saw himself swinging from it. And then an item dropped down from, which I'm still confused about, but this is what happened. An item dropped down from the body. Callan went over to collect it, lifted it up. It was like a padlock without a keyhole. It had like a sort of a little crevice instead of a keyhole with a skull. And as he picked it up, some fresh blood like dripped on his neck and like trickled into the keyhole.
Oh.
But when he showed us the padlock, it was like dry blood. And yeah, we were obviously seeing a different body swinging from the thing. We all kind of got a bit freaked out and continued. You kept the padlock though. And then we bumped into this band of pikeys, the Vistani.
Fucking it,
And
parties.
Solidus played us a lovely tune
I
on his
suggest
instrument.
That I did.
And Jericho, his name, told us a story of a wizard that battled with Strahd, but failed. And then Madame Ava took us into her big tent and proceeded to give us a bit of a reading,
Talking to.
and went through all these card stuff that you've got, Paul, of which is the same thing that's happened to Blight, Solidus, and Bruce before this whole session started on the road here. We had the same thing happen, but Callan apparently not. And she seemed to know bits about our backstory. She mentioned that she felt bad that what they did to Solidus. So they've done something to Solidus. She said Callan's a wanderer who's lost his home, and she felt sorrow of me and Blight losing our mother. And that was it, I think.
Yeah.
There
Cool.
you
Excellent.
Very
Very good.
recap,
Thank you,
Ross.
Kurt.
go.
Okay, guys. So you come back out. You've obviously left Madame Eva to rest. I guess your general feelings are a bit of confusion, but maybe this is something that can set you on a path and give you some sort of purpose in this realm. So you come back to the fire. At this point, most of the Vistani have gone to bed, back to their huts and stuff like that. But they've laid out some bedrolls under the nearby wagons where you can stay for the night. Is there anything you wish to do before you slumber down?
Hey, Blight.
Yes, Bruce. Forgot your name for a second.
Brother.
Yes,
Hey,
Mr.
bro.
Farabain. This might be a good idea, a good place to find some incense. I hear you've learnt a new spell.
Yeah, it's my missing ingredient. Are there any? There's a few guys still up and about, is there?
Yeah, Jericho will be just like sort of getting his last bits together, cleaning up any mess that's left over, and then before heading to bed.
Cool. I'm going to approach him then. I'm going to ask Jericho, do you have any
Yes.
items or things to trade at this camp?
Nothing to trade as such. We get what we need and keep it to ourselves. What is it
Anything
you're
I
looking
can?
for?
I'm looking for incense.
Incense.
If I might be able to buy some from you, maybe.
It's not something we have now, but it could be something we could pick up for a price. How much do you need?
Hang on.
10 gold.
Yeah, 10 gold worth.
It'll take time. I'll have to cross to the other side, and we'll have to seek permission and get the movement in place. I believe we're going in maybe the next couple of weeks. I can pick you some up then.
Sounds good. Would appreciate that.
There will be a inflation though for the journey.
What are you thinking?
30 gold.
I just sort of pull Blight back and just go, yeah, don't worry about it, Jericho. We'll sort it. And then as I whisper to Blight, I'm pretty sure you could sneak into that big tent there and steal some from Madame Eva when they all go to sleep.
Rogue.
Rogue.
Okay.
Yeah, never mind, Jericho. We'll leave it.
Well, the offer still stands. Send us a message if you need it.
Appreciate it.
And then he carries on and heads
DM
back
me.
to his tent.
Send a raven.
So at this point,
Oh, shit.
Irina's, these guys are back in the tens. We'll just shift them over there for now. So the campfire's dying down. The night is drawing on. It's getting relatively late now. Irina is taken to one of the beds underneath the wagon. Yeah, it's up to you. What do you want to do?
I could. I'm going to sit up with Blight and wait for everyone to sort of go to sleep, and then sort of say to him like, I'll keep an eye out if you want to try and steal some incense.
Is everyone else going to sleep? Does anyone want to discourage this or?
No.
Yeah, I'm going to watch and absolutely not discourage it.
Gonna
Solidus, you've
meditate
had,
by the fire.
Solidus, you've had pie today, haven't you?
Yeah, I had some pie this morning.
So around this point, 10 to 11, you start to feel overly tired and just the warming sensation of the fire and the water lapping up against the side begins to sort of take hold, and you decide to turn in.
Okay.
You move to one of the bedrolls, and when your head touches the pillow, straight into that dream again.
Oh yeah.
You're in that amazing place. Women aplenty, ale, food,
More
and
pie.
you are out for the count for the night.
Yes. Nice and toasty by the fire.
I'm just gonna say to Blight as well. If I see anybody coming, I'm going to. I'll make an animal noise.
Which animal?
Giraffe.
Coo, coo, like an owl. and and maybe you might want to use your illusion to make a wolf at the edge of camp or something, and I will try to use it as a distraction for everyone, so they don't come into the tent, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Under illusion. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
All right. I have to relearn all this every time. Bigger minor
So-
illusion.
You move towards the tent. How do you want to enter? Through the front or through the sides? Are you going stealthily? Are you not?
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak my way in. I'm just gonna go straight in the front, I think.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Sorry. There we go. Oh shit. 11.
11. Okay, so as you pull the flap back, the chamber is dark. There's only a really dim sort of orange glow. You remember, like, the layout is not a big tent. You remember the layout from before, but all you can really see are shadows. Madame Eva's not at the table. You do see a shadow of a figure sat in the back of the tent.
I'm gonna very slowly circle around the sides, just seeing what I can see
Okay.
product-wise.
You shut the door and go around the sides?
Yeah.
Okay. As you move around, the horses which are laid, one of them gives a small whinny. Not too loud. It's like a... do you want to make a perception check? What is it you're looking for specifically?
Yeah, it's incense, so
Mhm.
do a perception check.
Oh, sorry, you're inside the tent moving around.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you move in and you move towards the table, you hear a voice. Hello, Blight.
Fuck.
What are you
Hey,
doing?
Can I help you?
yeah, tell me more about this wizard.
The wizard. Unfortunately, Blight, the cards tell me very little. It's your destiny, not mine. But that's not what you're here for, is it, Blight?
I was here to see if I could steal some incense. I can't lie to you.
I appreciate your honesty. But stealing is not something you have to do from me. Incense, is it, that you want?
Yeah.
Any particular kind?
No.
No.
She moves forward and she stands, and you haven't really seen her at her full height. She's not tall compared to you, who is as an elf. She is quite small, but she moves quickly. She moves across in front of you, and you see her rummaging in a desk in the side, and she pulls out a small box, which she brings across. Is this what you were after? And she places it into your hand. You open the small box. It's a small wooden, almost like a cigar box, and inside some fine sticks of incense. She puts her hand on your shoulder and says, Blight, if you try to steal from me again, I won't be this kind. She makes eye contact with you, and although she's old, you can see there's a real threat in this message.
Well, it's getting late. Thank you, Madam Eva. I don't go as far as apologizing.
Okay. Bear with me. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
They're like top left in that box.
Yeah.
Saving throws.
Oh man, a 4.
4. As you walk out of the tent, everything goes silent. You can't hear the water. You can't hear the wind. You can't hear anything.
I just like give my thumbs up to Blight.
I'm looking around just to see if there's anything out of place visually.
Everything looks exactly as it is.
Fucking hell.
You okay, Blight?
I cannot hear a thing. I can't hear
You're
him, can I?
currently deafened. Yeah.
Are you okay, Blight?
Damn it. Can I turn around and go back in the tent?
As you turn around, you see Madame Eva has just gone back to her bed. You see, as she turns around to glance at you, you see a wry smile across her face.
Okay, point taken.
She almost mouths to you, "It won't last too long," but you don't hear that.
Alright, I just give her a wry nod, an accepting nod, and just walk back out.
Okay. So you return into the silence of the camp.
I got my incense. I'm just gonna turn in. I don't even tell Bruce. I don't even tell Bruce what's just happened. Not in the mood.
So you turn in. You both find a place. Where's Solidus gone? I need to remember which ones your pictures are.
Is there?
I'm a
Yeah,
bloody,
that's it.
bloody knight.
I put you under the thing, didn't I?
Under what thing?
I thought I put you under here. Don't matter. Anyway,
Oh, yeah, sorry, you did. I thought that was a mistake. I thought I'd accidentally dragged myself across.
no. I was just so you're sleeping under the wagons, so
That's
you
right,
can
yeah.
choose. You two will probably sleep together.
Wee.
Right?
Woo.
And meditating by the fire, Callan.
Nerd.
You
Um,
nerd.
so the morning, the night passes
We'll
uneventfully.
take a long rest.
Yeah, you will take a long rest.
Sweet.
As you come to Blight, the morning sun hits the camp. You can hear again. You can hear the sound of the birds, a few birds in the trees, the water, and some Vistani back around. The warm smell of breakfast wafts over you, and you see there's a few more around the fire cooking up some meat. One of them is Jericho. Solidus, you awake from your dream, and the cold of the morning air hits you harder than normal. You feel a craving, a hunger for pie.
Hungry for pie.
But the happiness you felt in the night briefly leaves, and you're overwhelmingly sad and down. I think you have pie left, don't you?
I do have pie left. I will eat some pie.
As you put that piece in your mouth, the final piece, that bliss almost like bursts in your mouth and flows through your body, and you're at peace again, and happiness crosses your path again.
Yeah.
You are now out of pie.
Out of pie there. Well,
Okay, crackhead.
there's absolutely nothing wrong with that pie. I don't know what you're all worried about.
So as Jericho sees you staring, morning to all. You ready for your journey?
Morning, Jericho.
Did you have a nice sleep?
As well as it could be underneath a cart in
Sorry, we
armour.
couldn't put you anywhere else.
It was nice and quiet though, at least.
I don't know what you're
It's
talking
also-
about.
it's
The
really
wildlife
weird
was so
looking at
noisy
that.
last night.
Well, when you're ready, be on your way.
Do you have any final tips for us before we venture out into the wild, Jericho?
He looks across at the guy sat next to him. They burst out laughing. This huge like belly laugh.
Did I say something funny?
Our only tip to you.
I
don't
start
die.
laughing too. Sorry.
It just says, "Don't die."
Well, it's probably the best advice you could give a man.
Good luck
Noted.
to you.
Thanks for the hospitality.
Yeah, thanks, Jericho.
I say with a wry smile.
So they let you eat. You have your breakfast, and then you journey on.
Onwards.
Move to the map. Okay. So Irina is obviously still here. She's had a good sleep. She's in pleasant spirits. She's hopeful that today you'll be able to make it the rest of the way. From what she knows of the land, there shouldn't be that much more travel. She says, "Are we ready to go?"
Show us the way.
Right.
Lead on, good man.
Well, may as well go the way we're carrying, and you follow the path down past the river. The lake thins into the river again, and it begins to pick up pace. You're traveling through trees, possibly for around an hour or so. Is there anything you want to discuss on the way, or?
I like Madam Eva. I made that decision last night, guys. I like her. I like her style.
She was very intriguing. Seemed to know a lot about us.
You buy it?
At this point, Irina pipes up because she hasn't really discussed anything with you. She was tired after the journey, and obviously the stress of the past few days. So she says, what was it she said?
Ugh,
You were
what
gone
did
a
she
long
say?
time.
She mentioned a healer, bloody hell, an enchant. Talked about
Tower
an
in a lake.
enchanter, a tower and a lake. Yeah, a wizard,
Dark Lord.
potential allies. Mentioned Strahd himself. Knew about
Mists.
our history.
She sounds an intriguing woman.
She is.
I do not know if I trust her. But
I
then,
don't trust anybody.
who can you trust? Exactly. But the Morning Lord will guide you, I guess.
Do you know of these Vistani? Have you come across them before?
They've come to town a few times. The ones who own the pub now, they used to be Vistani, but something they did, I'm not sure what. I think they became outcasts. We've never had any trouble in the village, but not many people come our way.
Seems
Not
like
now.
Strahd isn't interested in them particularly. Do you know what this deal is they have with him? He mentioned.
I heard stories when I was younger, the history of the land. I did hear that Vistani ancestors saved Strahd, but I think that was before, when he was still human.
Well, I think it's a reason not to trust them, quite honestly. Although, again, Madam Eva was fun.
Did you get your incense blight?
Yeah, could say that.
Nice.
Well, let's head on and see what Valaki brings. Hopefully, solace and peace.
Hopefully. Do you want to play us a tune on the way, Solidus?
Oh, I shall. Yes.
Hey, rock guy.
Any requests? Actually, that's the.
Something cheery.
Highway
Dream
to hell?
pie, something.
My, this is American Dream Pie.
Have you noticed any kind of like decrease in Solidus's physical state?
Make a perception check.
Wow, that can't be good.
yeah, I've noticed he's dead. Perception.
I love the tune.
22.
22.
Yep.
He looks absolutely fine. He looks calmer. So, I mean, you haven't known him long, but obviously the encounters you've had so far, he tends to fly off the rails quite quickly. You could say, but
Haven't noticed.
Since he's been having the pie, he has been a lot more mellow. You do notice, you'd notice this, Callum, that in the mornings he does go straight for the pie. It's almost like that smoker's first fag. The first thing he goes for is the pie. Before even like climbing out his bedroll, he's going through the bag and almost.
That is a sign of addiction.
Yeah, it's getting more aggressive as well. The first time it was a few bites. This morning he literally got that pie and shoved it into his face.
I'm just disgusted by this.
Yeah, as you do begin to fear slightly what will happen now he doesn't have any pie.
Mental note, I'm going to keep an eye on him. I know he's all smiles and happy now, but I'm just keeping an eye on him.
Okay. So you're traveling down the road. A few hours pass. The dirt track, which you follow down to get to the camp, begins to change, and you actually cut underneath the bridge. So you follow the river to the base of the canyon, at the far end of which a great waterfall spills into a pool, billowing forth clouds of cold mist. A great stone bridge spans the canyon, nearly 1,000 feet overhead. So you come up underneath this bridge, you're at the river level. Where you come, there's the dirt trail winds sharply up to the left and starts winding back up to the road. But there is a way across the river on what seem to be man-placed stones, almost like stepping stones across the slower portion. The thing you see ahead is... I can never remember. Does that show it to you guys, or do I have to add it to your... I'll add it to your
I can't
journals.
see anything.
No, it's all right. So you should have Sea of Falls in your journals now.
Yeah.
This is the view from the bridge, so you're down underneath at the river level. But this is the rocky sort of terrain that surrounds you. So you cross the river quite easily. The steps are well used. And then you begin to work your way up the side of the incline and eventually meet up with the road. Follow the road on. At this point, you're following a narrow path. The day is getting on. The sun behind the grey clouds is higher in the sky. And then before you, as you turn, you see a familiar sight. You follow the path, and it begins to slowly climb. As you reach the crest of the hill, you see a large, familiar set of gates. These are the western gates to Barovia, and they're near identical to the gates you passed on entering the land. As you approach, they swing open, silently,
On their own accord.
from what you can see. Head for it.
Nifty.
Fancy.
Yeah. Looks like
As
the
you
Morning
exit-
Lord is holding the doors for us today.
Something is.
As you exit the gate, just before the road is swallowed up by the forest, you see a small patch of land to the north with gravestones sticking up from the ground.
just it's not holy ground, is it?
It just
Just
looks
buried
like
in the side of the rock.
it's small. It's not fenced or anything. There's just a series of grave markers on a small patch of land.
Can I head towards it?
Yeah,
I'm gonna come with you.
you head towards together. You see, there's about 6 or 7. Some stone, some wood, some with names carved on, some blank.
It doesn't by any chance look like the graveyard on that card, does it?
No, it's a lot more. It's a lot less formal. This just looks like perhaps the poor have come to bury the dead.
Do any names stand out? Do I recognise any names?
You do see. I'll make a quick perception check.
Perception. 11.
11. Okay. Well, you see a few names. None that really stand out in particular. There's Emmerich, aged 37. Each one has a name and age carved underneath. Carla, aged 36. Oleg, aged 12. And then something catches your eye. As you find the last grave, the simple stone reads Blight, aged 40. And you see the land is freshly dug.
I
This
just
is awkward.
look over to my shoulder, Blight, like look back.
I'm gonna go over and have a look. Do I see the
Right.
same thing?
Yeah, you see the same thing. You see your name carved into the grave with your age, and you see that the earth is freshly tanned.
I get real freaked out about the thought of my brother dying. I start sort of digging the earth with my sword.
Okay.
What the fuck is this magic?
You dig down, and after a short while, your sword hits a solid box.
At this point, I'm going to come and stand up behind him because this is crazy. This is entertaining. I actually find this quite entertaining that
Callan.
he's gone crazy.
I'm just
Callan,
still kind of intrigued. I'm
Look-
not that freaked out.
look at this headstone. What do you see? Whose name is
I
this?
mean, do I see Blight?
Yeah, you see the same thing. Carved in
I see
stone.
somebody with the same name as you.
I mean, I've never come across anyone with my name before, so this is pretty weird,
I mean,
guys.
have you ever heard anyone called Blight before? I'll say as I'm like smashing into the coffin.
I knew a Blight
I say
in
maybe
Waterdeep.
like this realm's Smith might be very common here. You don't know.
Yeah. Someone named you Blight.
Shut up, pie boy.
Bruce, as you dig down, you begin to frantically dig with your hands and you pull the earth away. The crack that you've made in this quite poorly made wooden box. You see bones inside, which are human bones. You also notice the collar of the clothes and the small pieces of armor that you can see from this hole that you've opened up match Blight's clothes that he's currently
Fuck
wearing.
I just stagger back, like white face, looking shocked. What is going on in this place?
Yeah. I mean, guys, it isn't me. Look.
How do we know?
How old are you? How old are you, Blight, again?
40.
You are 40.
Oh no.
He's 40 tomorrow. We've got 24 hours.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah,
be late.
I just look at like real shadily and awkwardly. I don't say anything, but I'm just like, oh dear.
Yeah, it's pretty freaky.
I'm kind of trying to smile it off, but deep down, I'm actually a bit like
Weeping.
That smile is twitching at the sides.
Yeah, you guys can probably sense that too.
I put my arm on Blight's shoulder and say, "While I'm with you, brother, I will let no harm come to you."
Yeah, and I put my arm on his other shoulder and I say, I don't see any Bruce gravestones. So I just nod.
I put my hand on his other shoulder and I say, keep your chin up, we'll be fine.
Hey guys, this is starting to weird me out more than the grave, so let's stop touching me. Thanks.
Does Arena see this or?
She's away by the path. She doesn't She sees you and she sees you dig in, but it's not something that she wants to come and join. You can shout across.
Irina, come look at this gravestone. Tell me what you see.
After the last incident we had in the graveyard, I don't think I want to.
Do it, you stupid bitch!
So I'm going to actually step in and have a closer look at this body, because I'm actually now
Okay.
very intrigued, and I just want to have a look at the clothes and just see if there's anything uniquely me that only I would spot, maybe.
As you pull away more of the dirt and start to break off pieces of the coffin lid, you see all the clothes are an exact match for yours. The armor that you've had since you've been on the road traveling, since you joined your thieves guild, is the same armor, and you know that not many people get their hand on that. It was a gift from the thieves guild to people who passed the test, and the chances of someone having exactly the same armor with the same name and same age are very, very slim.
Okay, so I step away a little ashen faced, then I just ignore all the guys and just walk straight back to the road. I don't want to talk about this. It's clearly shaking me now.
Irina joins you and she says, "We should head to Valaki.
And
The
I
road
say,
is not
"Oh,
safe."
I'm sure there's nothing weird going on there. Because the road's been fantastic.
I
Okay.
sort of whisper to myself, like vowing to not let this come to pass.
Okay.
Spit on the
You
grave
can
and walk
Yeah.
away.
you can
Hey,
pray
that's my
to your,
Uh,
Okay.
At least you get a grave.
oh, yeah, that's true.
So the path begins to come into the forest. The trees close over. The dim light gets darker. You feel oppressed. You feel unnerved, scared. Some of you do anyway. You carry on traveling. Very quiet, little talk. And then, after about an hour, the path breaks from the forest once again. The old Slavic road transitions here from being a winding path through the Balinok Mountains to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends into a fog-filled valley. In the heart of the valley, you see a walled town near the shores of a great mountain lake. Its waters dark and still. A branch in the road leads west to a promontory, atop which is perched a sad stone windmill, its warped wooden vanes in poor repair. When you come out, Irina sees the thing. Valaki, there! We're not far.
Aye. So, are we near this windmill?
Yeah, so you've come out of the
Where are we exactly? Could you place it? Sorry, it's just...
yeah, you've come out of here. You've got
Yeah.
to here, and at this point, from your view, you can see across the treetops. These trees sort of slope downwards towards the
Oh, I see.
lakeside,
Okay.
Okay.
and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you can see the town surrounded by a simple palisade wall, and then the large dark blue lake behind.
Does it look like quite a substantial town compared to Barovia?
Yeah, it looks like from that first view of the scattering of small village houses. This looks like a decent sort of place. There's maybe 100 or so buildings.
Right.
It's got a protective wall, that sort of thing. So yeah, it looks like refuge.
What's the weather like?
Weather currently, a cloudy sky, which I'm sure you could have guessed. It's quite calm. You don't hear many, like the wind's not blowing anything strong. It's quite calm and peaceful.
I'm gonna head towards this windmill.
What does
Okay.
the windmill look like? Like,
Oh, sorry. Just
does it
to...
look like something out of my nightmares?
It
Or something
looks
out of my dreams?
um, it looks disused. The veins are quite poorly damaged. You probably think it wouldn't turn much from them.
Is it
The
turning?
No, it's currently still, but there isn't any wind. You see that the onion dome edifice leans forward to one side as though it's trying to turn away from the stormy grey sky. You see grey brick walls and dusty windows on the upper floors. A rickety wooden platform encircles the windmill above a flimsy door leading to the building's interior. So you can see the door from where you are.
Mm. There's no light or movement coming from inside, or are we too far away to
Make
see
a
that?
perception check. You are quite far away, but you can make a perception check, see if you can see anything from here.
I've got good eyeballs.
And there you have.
Roger, if I see.
I'm having a look. 20.
20, nice. You see the road that leads up to it. It's gone from like the more substantial track to a more muddy path, similar to what was down to the camp, the Stanley camp. You see cart tracks, not large, quite small, almost like a person hand cart sort of thing. You can see them grooved in as if it's been up and down a few times. You can't see signs of light in the windmill. The windows are quite dusty and dark. But yeah, that's about what you can see. You do see, about halfway up the road, there's a raven perched on an old fence post.
What do we reckon, boys? Windmill pit stop.
Yeah, I reckon we gotta check it out. I'll relay the information that looks like there's been activity. Doesn't look like there's any activity at the minute. But
I can picture you on the ground and all fours, like tasting the mud.
yeah. My ball in that raven.
Tastes like hand cart. Okay, heading up.
Yeah, let's head up.
Let's see whose grave we find this time.
As
Let's
you walk up the path, the raven suddenly jumps off the perch, starts flapping around, not high, almost at head height. He almost flies directly into you and it flies back and flies back forward, then lands on the perch again.
What the fuck's up with this raven?
It's really like.
Ugh, everything's welcoming in this place. Let's just
I'm in
pass
two
on.
minds to put an arrow through it and just
I'm
have it.
surprised
Yeah.
Solidus hasn't warped something at it yet. I'm really surprised. Hey, Rockman, what's going on?
Well, Miller, I'm just taking it all in.
He's loving the fucking pie, isn't he?
You changed, Rockman.
Just wait. You wait till next morning. I ain't got no fucking pie.
As you approach closer, the raven flaps up and you see it fly towards the windmill and it lands on the wooden jetty that comes around the outside.
Ugh, got a bad feeling about this.
I keep walking towards the. Actually, I use. Where is it? Where is it? I sort of like take a moment to focus my energy and detect good and evil. Use my divine sense.
Okay, what's the radius?
60 feet.
60 feet. And what does it pick up?
I know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet.
Okay.
That
You
is not
pick up,
behind total cover.
You don't pick up anything outside the windmill. You sense you're unnerved slightly, but you can't pinpoint what it is.
I have a
The
bad feeling
raven
about
still
this windmill.
circles up ahead.
I really want to check the windmill out, but I don't feel like my character would. So someone please go check.
Someone going first.
Yeah. 100 Jezebels.
How far are we from the windmill at this point?
Well, Bruce is within 60 feet.
Okay.
Irina is hanging nervously at the back of the party. Ravens. I trust the raven. He doesn't seem happy.
I'm gonna, in one fluid motion, walk, get an arrow out of my quiver, knock it, and then kick the door in.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Okay.
He just bounced off the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit. I've got no straight. Okay. Oh, okay. Got a 19.
19.
Yeah, 18 plus 1.
Okay.
Kia!
You pull your bow up, you knock the arrow and you charge forward, and your fairly nimble legs smash into the door. The door's quite damaged and broken, almost like a rotten wood, and it pops open. A huge crash. Inside, you hear a woman scream. "Ah!" And as your eyes come into focus, you see what looks to be a basic bakery. There's a stone oven in the corner. In
Oh,
front
man.
of it is a hunched over woman. She's like draped in shawls and like a long flowing dress. Her hair's
Okay.
tied up in a large sort of bun on the back with some pins holding it in place. She looks genuinely frightened and scared.
Good.
Um,
Don't
at this
fucking
thingy.
move.
Irina charges forward at this point and puts her arm onto your bow. Wait, what are you doing?
If
You
there's
can't
one
just
thing that I've learned while
barge into
being in this
people's homes.
shithole, it's that things don't always look like they fucking seem.
Solidus, as the door is kicked open, this huge scent
Oh, it's the
flows out of the
fucking grannies,
windmill.
isn't it?
It's the scent of wheat pastry filled with delicious meats and fruit.
Here we go.
The scent immediately picks up on your nostrils, and you instantly have a craving to eat.
Well, I just storm on in there, push past Callan, and I say, is there a pie here? Excuse me.
Okay. So the woman inside at this point is visibly scared.
I burst like Mr. Blob. I used to burst into fucking scenes.
Don't hurt me, please. Please. What do you want? What have you come for?
Dream pie! Dream pie!
Pie?
Dream pie!
Yes, please. I have pie. Pie.
Dream pie, you
Points
bitch.
towards the thingy. Inside it's a really cluttered space, so I'll show you it.
Can I take this time with this distraction to get a better look now that I'm sort of like in the doorway, get a better look around at my surroundings?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Seems it's Solidus is deflecting her attention.
Oh.
17.
Okay, so just while you're 17, right? I'll remember that for a second. Okay, so you should all now be able to see the windmill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have. Let me just get some placing in place. So who you kick the door in? So you're in the doorway. Solidus, you have pushed past.
Yeah.
So you're here. The Raven is on the rafters.
Oh, she looks like a nice lady.
Yeah, the picture's not how I described her.
Okay.
You can't change the picture. You will notice there's a stylistic art style to this campaign, and they do look pretty spooky even when they're nice.
Oh.
Okay, so you should all be able to have a sort of view of what's happening. For those of you who can only see like a dark circle, then you're outside the windmill, so you'd have to go through the door to see more. So, Callan, with your perception check, you see a lot of mess, a lot of clutter. There's flour in places. There's a shelf at the back with like ingredients and stuff like that. But everything sort of, it looks like it's been used and then hurriedly put back and then been used again. And there's a lot of disorder in this place. There's barrels and boxes in the corners. There's a large column that runs through the center of the room, and you see the staircase to the northeast. Yeah, there's a lot of like bits of wood cracked on the floor and stuff like that. And does look like there's a preparation area. The prep area, you see small cuts of meat, cuts of fruit and vegetables, a few small bones and stuff like that as well. Solidus, what are you doing? You can see pies in the oven.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna. Is there an implement nearby to get the pies out of the oven, like an oven glove?
She has like a paddle thing in her hand.
Right.
Oh
Well,
my God.
I go over and I snatch the paddle out of her hands.
As you try to snatch it, she pulls it back. Oh, wait, dearie. No need to be rude. If it's pie you want, then it's pie I've got. Please, please, come, sit. And she moves some barrels and things around, and she takes you, Solidus, not roughly, but almost like motherly, and sort of plonks you down onto a barrel near the oven. At that, she comes round. She says to everyone else, "Come in, please, please."
Yeah,
I don't know why you
come
couldn't
in.
just knock.
Come in after the commotion.
As Blight walks past me, can I catch his eye?
Mm-hmm.
And give him a little nod, like tilt my head, nod towards the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay. Look over.
You look over or you walk over.
I just position myself at the bottom of the stairs for the moment.
Okay. So as she's watching you coming in, she sees you move towards the stairs as you move across. Oh, don't be going through my things, dear. My sister's up there working. It's a busy business, you know. Come, please. And she motions for you to come across and sit next to Solidus.
I'm going to do that. I've got myself in enough trouble at the minute.
And she does that. She comes round, she gets a large paddle and pulls out some fresh pies out of the oven. Now, who will help me with the payment for these? We are running a business, you know.
Solidus, I don't particularly want to pay for your pie addiction.
Yeah, Rockman, this is on you.
Addiction? Addicted to the delicious taste, you mean? Or the wonderful pleasure of the dream pie?
Dream.
Fucking dream pie.
Sorrow land. These are the only good thing in it, I believe.
And I nod. As she says every word, I nod my head along with each word, and I look at this and go, She's right, you know. This place sucks tremendously, but these pies make it feel like a magical fairy tale. How much is a pie? How many pies do you have?
A single gold piece, and there's a fresh box of 6 in here.
So I can have 6 pies
For
only
6
6
gold.
gold?
And I'll tell you what, dearie, for 5 gold.
I've got. Oof. I look at the others like really excitedly, and I mouth quietly, 5 gold.
5 gold, 5 pies to take away, and 1 for now. How's that for you, dearie?
1 for now, and I slam 5 gold on the nearest flat surface.
So you put it in front of the oven, and she quickly scoops it up. She passes 1 pie on the pallet straight across to you. It's red hot, but almost that like warm. You know, you get an apple pie from McDonald's, and it's that delicious burn.
Yeah.
She pops it straight into your lap.
What's
Yeah.
in these dream pies, woman? I'm feeling very concerned for my friend here.
Scarfing it down.
Well, as you know, Barovia is a very bitter place, and we use everything that we can find. Some are wolf, which I know is not everyone's fancy, but we do get rabbit and deer and other sorts of meats and fruits. We collect the fruit from the trees, you see, and store it in these jars. And she turns around and points, and you see these jars of like preserved fruits and that sort of thing.
I think doesn't matter what's in it. They're perfect.
Where's her attention right now? Like, which way is she looking?
Her eyes are like darting around the full party. She's got Solidus with the pie, so now she sort of focuses her attention to Bruce, who's talking, but her eyes are always like looking at each one of you as she's talking to you as like a whole.
There's a rather
Irina
disgruntled.
has.
raven outside.
Walked into the door.
Sorry.
Oh, sometimes I think it's the smell of the pies, you see. We have occasionally used ravens. At this point, Irina's like, the raven is a blessed bird, madam. You shouldn't be using them. Well, unfortunately, dear lady, times are hard. You know, not often, I might add, but sometimes, you know, we've got to make the pies for our loyal customers. Irina seems a bit taken aback by this, and she's almost like distastefully shaking her head.
What kind of customers do you get around here?
Well, our mother, she heads into the village, and she's a lot of very good customers there. Just the one across the way, and then we sometimes send them to the big town as well. But my sister and I, we just make the pies. It's mother who sends them.
Do you eat the pies yourself?
Interesting.
Oh, I do like a pie every now and again, but you can see, and she sort of pats her, she's slightly overweight. You can see maybe I shouldn't have too many, unless you're interested. And she sort of makes almost like a flirtation eye at you. And she turns up and looks almost at the ceiling. And you can see there's gaps in the floorboards and stuff like that. Sister, we have guests. And you hear a muffled cry coming from higher up in the windmill. I'm busy, Bella.
I haven't got it yet.
Um,
Thanks.
I'm gonna say, you don't mind if I use your privy, do you? As I'm walking towards the stairs.
We don't have one upstairs. It's a windmill.
Oh,
You'll have
what's
to go
that? It's
outside.
upstairs, is it? Okay. I'm just gonna go use your privy. Okay.
Wait, yo, get down.
I'll start walking up the stairs.
At that, she pushes across the room and grabs your hand. She moves to like probably
Fucking
here.
boot her in the chest.
You want to kick her?
Yeah, I want to boot her in the fat chest.
What?
Okay. Kick her back. Give me a strength check.
Oh Christ!
Oh, Jesus, what are you doing, man?
So you're being rude to our hosts.
I'm going to the privy. Really need to go. 8.
Hey, as you kick,
Unhand me, you unnecessarily sprung wench.
she grabs your foot, and you can tell she's got a lot of power in that grasp. Get down, Sonny. You don't go into other people's things. And she leads you down the stairs with this foot in her grasp, and you're almost hopping down the stairs to try and keep your balance.
I apologise for my friend.
I suggest you leave me to my work if no one's buying any pies.
I bought
You
some
can
pies.
see visibly. Not you, lovely, not you. You can stay, but this one
Yes.
needs to get out.
Okay, I'm going.
Coward.
I leave.
Leave.
I must apologise for my friend.
Irina comes up with you.
We've had very disgruntled travels, and we're new to this place. Please forgive him.
I'm eyeballing the outside of this place to climb up.
Okay.
I'm gonna go out and join Callan
You're
actually,
outside,
just casually.
Let me just turn Irina around for some reason. So this is what you can see from outside.
I'm just gonna stay inside.
I'm gonna
with
get up on that
Solidus.
wooden. If I can get up, or give Blight a boosty woosty up there onto the wooden platform, just have a look in that little window.
Yeah, I'm up for that now. Her
Okay,
defense
give me,
intrigued me.
As soon as he comes out here, I'm just like, fuck that crazy asshole bitch. She's fucking hiding something.
Okay, Blight, give me acrobatics.
Can I help
And
him
then
in any way?
dexterity. We'll say, yeah, you
dexterity.
can assist and give acrobatics with advantage.
I got 5.
Roll again
acrobatics.
because you got it with advantage because you're being helped.
Oh, sorry. Oh, and then 21.
Okay, so you
Nice.
manage, with Callan's help, he pushes you up and you're quite light. You manage to gracefully get up and land on this rotten wood. Now give me a dexterity roll. This is without advantage.
While they're while they're doing that, I'm just inside, just chatting shit to this woman because I'm kind of knowing what my
Yeah.
brother might be up to. Just keep her occupied.
I've
She-
got 5 dexterity.
5. Okay.
So
So
fucking kind of rogue eye you.
Honestly.
she
Terrible
she
rolls.
talks to you and she calms down quite quickly. Now that the sort of threat to her business has left, she calms down quite quickly, and the conversation rapidly turns around to pies and selling pies and tasting pies
Any
and
more pies?
all the types of pies they do.
Any more pies?
So Solidus, you've currently got 5 that she's almost like put for you on the side, and
Yeah.
you've got 1 to eat. So it's up to you if you want to carry on munching through them.
Yeah.
But you're in conversation with her, and things have calmed down quite a lot. Outside, Blight, you nimbly get up onto this rickety shelf, and as you find your balance, you hear a and it gives way underneath you. You fall and take 2 damage as you land badly on your ankle.
Having a real off day today, aren't I?
I mean, terrible rolls.
Okay, what's happening inside? What's happening outside?
Fucking hell.
Well, I'm sort of saying, what's the name of the place we're going to?
Valaki.
Valaki. I say to this woman, are there any more dream pies in Valaki?
We do sometimes go there, dearie, every month or so, but we don't have as many punters there as we do in Barovia. Well, why don't you just pop back? It's not far.
I ask how soon I could come back and get more.
Well, whenever you want. I'm making them all the time, dearie.
I'm absolutely salivating. I think the bit.
I'll tell you what, when you run out of these, you pop back and I'll sort you out another special price. I won't tell Mother.
Oh, I don't tell mother, naughty girl. Um,
She,
said-
like when she's talking to you, Solidus, she's almost like she's holding your hand and she's like treating you like a very affectionate grandmother.
oh,
Although she's not that old.
still, it's delightful. Um,
What's happening outside?
Do we have a grappling hook?
Check your gear.
I don't have a grappling hook. I just thought maybe the rogue might have a grappling hook.
No.
No.
I have a python, that's all. Oh, hang on, I have a rope. Hemp and 50-foot rope. That's all.
I think everyone gets roped, doesn't it? It's like standard.
Yeah.
You could try and use have you got
I think
like
it's a roll, though.
a thieves kit or something?
Climber's kit. Got that.
I think it is. That's what you get
that is
grappling
an
hook in it.
item.
It's like climber's kit. Isn't it?
I have thieves' tools.
No.
I'll try again. I'll give him another boosty.
Let's just do it again. I'll roll again, yeah. They didn't
Yeah.
notice the first time.
Okay.
I'll take 2 hits.
You move further around, so give me an acrobatics roll with advantage while you're being helped.
That's 8. Do I roll again then?
Yeah.
And 13.
13.
Yeah.
You manage to climb up, but this time you don't get pushed as high. You grab on with your hands and the wood breaks again. You can see as you move around, it's a really rotten and difficult surface. To find purchase on it would be tough, like really tough.
Okay.
Where do you make the pies? Is it upstairs?
Well, my sister works upstairs and I work down here baking them. Come and see.
I'd
She
love
takes you
to.
over to the oven and you see a wood fire oven
I'd,
with a small pile of logs next to it.
I'm very fascinated with these pies. I'd love to have a tour of the place. Would you mind showing me upstairs?
You
Maybe,
don't want to see the messy bit, dearie. My sister isn't the attractive one. I am.
I'd be more inclined to buy some of your pies if I could see the work and love that went into them.
I can assure you a lot of work and love goes into them. Are you trying to call me a liar?
Not at all. Not at all. I'm just a very curious traveller.
Are you
Just
going to buy pies or not? You don't walk into every shop and have to go into their back room, do you?
I think I have so far, but yeah.
Someone needs to whisper to Solidus Trash to go upstairs.
I'm too happy where I am. I have no desire to go upstairs.
this
If you're not
upstairs is
buying
far too
pies,
fucking fascinating.
Why do we need to go up there?
She's been
If you're
too
not buying
protective
pies
about
like this
this
lovely
upstairs.
gentleman here, then I suggest you leave.
So, are
He's
there any
got agitated and defensive.
upstairs?
I put 3 gold down and say, I'll take 3 pies, please. I'll try to do it without Solidus seeing, if that's
Okay.
possible.
So you put 3 gold down,
I'm
and she
munching.
turns around to a small chest, which is just over here, and she takes 3 pies out. This seems to be like a storage for pies that she cooks, because obviously they're cooked in batch and then they get thingied. Ah, perfect. Right. 3 pies for 3 gold. Here you go, my good friend.
I didn't mean no disrespect. I just very a bit of a pastry
You're
man
very,
myself, and just curious as to how you would make them over here. That's all.
you're a very odd bunch, you know. We can't go telling everyone our secret recipes, can we? Otherwise, everyone will be selling these pies.
No, that's
You
fair.
understand business,
Are
right?
you the only person that makes these pies?
Yes, in Barovia.
Hmm.
There's other bakers, of course, but nothing like this. Nothing
Dream
this
pies.
special.
You're the only dream pie manufacturer. Okay.
And I think we're doing rather well, if you ask me.
Hmm.
Indeed.
Is
Thanks for
there
your...
is there any part of this outside of the windmill that looks like it's strong enough for us to stand up?
No, so again, this full sort of outside walkway is completely rotten, and that's where you've fallen twice. Other than that, it's a sheer wall up to the windows
Could
and
always
further up.
go buy a grappling hook. Thanks for your
I am
time,
gonna
woman.
use
And I'm
a
gonna...
spell.
Okay, wait.
I'm gonna use disguise self.
What
I
as?
make myself look like a food health inspector.
So like a tax collector.
Like a tax collector with the badge that says food health and safety inspector
Barovia.
on it.
Okay.
It says
You
I
can
can make myself
disguise
look
as
a
anything. You've
foot
got to be
shorter
something
or
with skin,
taller.
doesn't it? It has to be something with skin.
It doesn't say. No, it just says you make yourself including your clothing armor to look different.
Do you have to roll
Says-
anything to see the
No.
success? No.
She
Not with disguise self.
would do. It says to discern that you are disguised, the creature can use its action to inspect your appearance and must succeed on an intelligence check.
Okay. What of?
Um,
Oh, is it your DC
Investigation
spellcast
check.
level?
yeah.
Which is quite low at this level. I guess.
She'd have to beat 12.
Beat 12. Okay.
Otherwise, she'd believe me.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So
be
as
I'm gonna
you-
be a foot shorter with a big hat on,
Okay.
with a mustache, and I'm gonna be
As your
fat.
appearance
Coincidentally
changes in
arrived.
Irena's eyes, she immediately runs across to you. Callan, what is this? What have you done?
I'll be like, my name is Seymour Portobello, health tax inspector.
Callan, what are you
He's
doing?
got jowls.
We have to get to the Larky.
In a minute,
Windmill is
I
nothing
need
to
to
us.
see what's upstairs, good lady. Stand aside.
Seymour
As you push her
Portobello.
out the way, the raven which is perched up on this ledge and has been watching you flies down again. This time, claws aimed at you. Let me just have a look.
Oh my god.
What's your armor class?
14.
14.
Seymour Portobello.
Where did that name come from?
I don't know.
Okay. So this raven immediately flies down towards you.
Uh-huh.
Talons raised, and it grabs your hat. And as it does,
It can't grab my hat. Apparently,
oh
if
yeah,
it
it
tries
goes
to grab
through.
my hat, it goes straight through it.
It goes straight through your hat and carves 1 hit point off you.
In theory, he would have missed me because I've made myself look smaller.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
watched you
Yeah,
do
you're
it.
still the same
It
size
hit you.
though.
If you look smaller, he's gonna crash
If
into
you,
your face then.
if you went for
Yeah,
your
fair
hat, he'd
enough.
probably hit you in the chest.
Yeah, it hit you in the, yeah.
Ah, my face. Okay. Can I swat him away?
He flies straight back up to his patch.
Fuck you, Sky Ferret. I'm
Man,
gonna
we're
keep on waddling towards the door.
slowly getting our asses kicked.
Okay. So you go up to the door. What do you say?
Good day, madam. My name is Seymour Portobello.
I look quite taken aback at this outrageous-looking fellow.
Hello, young man.
Hello.
She immediately stops talking to you, Bruce, and she goes, Who? Who are you? I've never seen you before.
Amazing.
You should have received a letter from. What town are we in again? Is it Barovia?
Barovia.
We're heading to the
You
lab.
should have received a letter from the heads of the Barovia that I myself will be visited upon this day at this very hour.
We've had no such thing.
Well, that's not my
Father
fault.
would have
I'm
told us
Seymour
about
Portobello, and I am here to inspect the health and safety of this building, which is in dire need of a lick of paint, my dear.
What are you saying about my home?
I'm saying, my lady, it is indeed a shithole,
Find
and I
that
shall need to
very
see
offensive.
upstairs.
I think you two should be going at this point. She pushes you, Bruce, and Solidus out of the house.
Oh,
You two
Goodbye.
just come back and see me
Yeah,
after I've
thanks.
helped this gentleman.
Thanks for your pies.
There's like a worried look on Seymour's face as the door closes.
So
Do I
you let me-
recognize? Do I see through the disguise and recognize? Can I roll for that?
Yeah, you can roll. Yeah,
Or is it intelligence?
It's investigation. check.
investigation. You've got to beat his thing.
Natural 1. So.
You totally believe it's a health
so,
inspector.
good day, Mr. Portobello. I hope you have a fine one. Just
I won't
walks
shake
past.
hands, germs and all that. What?
So, Callan, you enter the windmill disguised as Mr. Portobello, and the older woman comes round, and you see her close the door, and you see her slide a couple of locks off. If it's at all an inspection you need, then well, that's what you'll get. So of course, we always want to abide by the rules and make sure our business is running good and proper. And as she's doing this, bolts are sliding across.
I'm
Back into
sliding
the
my
van.
finger across the top of stuff, like checking for dirt. Of course.
There is dust everywhere. This is not a clean place to be in.
Yeah.
What do you do outside?
I just asked where Callan. Where did Callan go?
nobody knows.
Yeah. All I'm saying is
Blight?
I've never
Irina
seen Seymour Portobello and
Sorry.
Callan in the same room.
Blight, where did Callan go?
I'm just laughing at everything now at this point.
Irina steps in and says, "He changed his appearance. That clearly there."
Oh,
I'm just nodding and laughing at the sheer absurdity.
Bruce, please. What is
uh,
happening? You said
Irina,
you'd take me there safely. You promised my brother.
we
This
will.
does not seem like the plan.
We will, but this. I want to see how this plays out. This is quite funny.
Callan knows what he's doing. He'll be fine.
Internal monologue. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing.
Are you leaving the windmill, or are you staying outside, or
Just stay
what's your
outside,
plan?
wait for Callan, I guess.
Okay. So you hunker up outside. You see the door shut behind him, and you hear bolts.
Oh no.
Of the door locking, you mean?
Yeah, at the door locking.
That's probably not good, guys.
Well, sir, I suggest you come upstairs. You first.
So gonna regret this.
Ladies before gentlemen. Beauty
No,
before
no,
age,
no.
my lady.
Guests before me.
If you insist.
And Mother will be home soon. She'll be able to sort this out, I'm sure. Okay.
Wonderful.
So. Let me describe what you see.
I'm quite nervous.
The dirt-caked windows allowing very little light to enter the 8-foot-high chamber, most of which is taken up by a large millstone connected to a wooden gear shaft that rises through the ceiling. A stone staircase continues up towards the sound of loud cackling. You see a fine
This might be a
white
mistake.
flour or dust around the millstone. It's clear that it's been used a lot. And it litters the floor. It's almost like a layer around everything. This is where we grind our flour? Is it up to regulations, sir?
What kind of wheat do you use, milady? As
Only
I
the
do not
best.
see any wheat farms around here.
As you turn around, you see the woman's form begin to change. She starts to laugh to herself.
Oh shit.
It's
She,
on.
He's just looking with his jowls.
her hair
See what portobello.
to reveal large horns coming from her now purple skin. You
My
see
lady,
her clothes.
you are the ugliest bitch I've ever seen.
You see her smile come back and reveal large, yellow, pointed teeth. Her eyes are blood yellow, well, bright yellow. Her purple skin is now wrinkled and almost taut to the bone. A
That's a
hand
disgusting picture.
underneath this cape extend, and her fingers begin to extend into long, purple claws. She begins to laugh. Sister! Oh, sister! We have
Can
a
I-
visitor.
Can I, as she's changing, I want to slowly edge towards the window.
Okay.
I don't
Paul,
know,
you were lying
just
when
go-
you said everyone just looks sinister in this game.
The DM, motherfucker.
He's
on higher. Yeah, just
Like-
bear with me.
I'm gonna skirt around this machinery
Okay,
while pretending to be scared.
just roll for initiative. Just you.
Oh shit.
I guess everyone else could.
16.
16, cool. Right, just bear with me while I get it. Get up your battle. Okay, so you got 16. I'll tell you what, you other guys can roll for initiative as well. You don't know what's happening yet, but if it does come to you taking part, then we might as well know where you're going to be.
I have a 4.
4 for
Six.
Solidus,
6.
6 for Blight and Bruce.
Add that in it.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Oh my god, I need Irina. So many people.
We had to just keep pushing it, didn't we?
Like, we didn't even know what we were looking for either, which is the wonderful thing about this.
Just let me roll for Irina.
It's all
I'm
so
equally-
avoidable.
We could have just got up high and just carried on.
I'm equally part scared out of my mind and equally part chuffed to bits that this bitch was actually hiding something. I knew it.
We're gonna have to take her down.
She was being very funny about the upstairs.
You haven't seen the picture. Looks disgusting.
Okay, so Callan, you
Yeah.
are first.
Shit, we're locked out, aren't we?
Oh shit,
Yes,
yeah,
you
she
are.
locked us out.
This is
I'm
bad.
gonna. I can see. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say that the food hygiene office will be sorely disgusted to hear that you, madame, are a hag. And I'm going to jump out the window.
Okay, how big are you?
Height wise,
Okay, yeah, all right. Give me a strength
5'10".
check. Give me a strength check. Let's make sure you can break that window
Boing.
in. It's rubber.
Yeah. Oh no.
The wood outside.
7.
7. It is. It's close, but I'm gonna say that you managed to break it. So you smashed this window.
Oh.
So you're using your movement to jump out.
Yeah.
Okay. You jump out from here. You're on the
Flip her
second
off.
story. So make an acrobatics check to see if you can land.
Okay. 18.
18. Yeah. Okay. You managed to land. You're not too high up, so you managed to land quite nimbly outside. What you guys see outside is the windows smash out, and then Callan absolutely.
Is he
flying.
still looking? Is he still looking like Seymour?
Yeah. You see an overweight health inspector fly out of the window. Actually, does that spell take concentration? I can't remember. I don't think it does actually.
No.
So yeah, you'd still look like thingy.
I think
Just
it
laugh
wears
till
off
it goes.
after an hour. I think I
Yeah.
can stop it.
Yeah.
No,
you
please
still
don't.
look like him for now. Okay. So you
It just
jump out the
lasts an
window.
hour.
The rest of your move. Do you want to do anything else, Callan? Dash.
Yeah, shout.
Shout.
In as Seymour. Ooh! Help me!
Okay.
And then if I can, am I just outside the window? Or am I on the floor
You've
now?
landed on the floor outside the window. I'm going to say it'll use most of your movement unless you want to
Yeah.
dash to land to get out,
No,
basically.
that's cool. Just ready in action to shoot whatever comes out of that window.
Okay, so you're using that as your reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Bringing a little spell up. Okay.
I want my bow to be disguised as a walking stick and a clipboard.
Awesome. Let me just have a quick goosey at what she's going to do. So it's the hag's turn. So she's up here, isn't she? So I'm just going to put her over here. We'll say you jumped out the front window. You see her face appear at a window, which I'll let you use your reaction to fire.
Pop a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, natural 20.
Okay, cool. A crit. So you fire the arrow. Fire
Yeah.
straight and true. So give me your damage roll.
Go on.
And then whatever the total damage is that you could have rolled, added to it.
Say that again.
So, what
It
dice
just
did
let
you roll
it
for
when I
damage?
clicked damage, it just rolled 2 dice for some reason. Is that right? Is that
Have
how
you
it
got
works?
2 dice on it anyway?
No, it's 1 dice, but because it's a crit, I think it's rolled.
Okay.
It's I don't know.
Okay. Take your first roll, whichever the first dice was, whatever the first
6.
number is. 6. And then
Plus
what is
3.
the dice that you roll for it?
D8.
8. So 8 plus 6 would be your damage for this.
17.
17. Nice.
That's with the +3, right?
No, without the +3. So the way we're doing crits is you'd roll 1 dice.
Yep.
And add the total you could roll. So if you're doing a fire blast and it was like 5d6, you'd add the total of 5d6 altogether plus whatever you rolled. Does that make sense? Or we can go just to double it up. Whatever's easiest.
You get
for you
the
guys.
+3 on that first roll. It adds it automatically, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So if it's a 1d8, it will automatically add that +3, and then you just add
Yeah.
8 to it.
And then add 8 to it, yeah.
Add through, yeah.
So
I've taken
19.
off 7. Oh yeah, that's what I
Is
think.
that right? 19? Okay. That's how you want to do it.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
how you want to do it? That's how it's done.
Cool. So you fire the arrow up into the window, and it shoots into the hag's shoulder. You see her flinch back slightly, but then she's instantly back at the window. It doesn't look to have done much damage. And
Well, I never.
it did less.
Callum, what did we miss?
She's gonna eat me!
Who is that?
Seymour is the name.
I really want you to
Victim is
do
the game.
the rest of the campaign as Seymour.
Okay.
I imagine he looks like Danny DeVito.
You see a hand come forward, and she starts making a ball in front of her, and then this orb of light comes in, forms into an arrow shaped, and then fires out towards you.
Jesus.
Oh, we totally started this.
Yeah, we asked for this.
4.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you have to make a saving throw, I think.
I just wanted next transaction.
Who, me?
Yeah. Casting time on
Okay.
action, range 120 feet, instantaneous. Create 3 glowing darts of magical force. Each dart hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range.
She just magic missiled me.
Yeah, I don't think you can dodge it, can you?
No, they hit
No.
it automatically, yeah.
Okay,
Pow, pow, pow.
d4 plus 1. That's 3 damage. So 3
That's
damage
just
from
one.
the first one. Yep.
Yeah.
3 damage from the second one. And 4 damage from the last one. So these 3 bolts fire out of her hands. And then she pulls back away from the window. And you can't see her.
Shall we press on, guys?
I see what happened to that nice lady with the pies.
Say Solidus, if you go kill that lady, you can have all the pies you want.
Rockman, I'm about to lose it with you in a minute.
I start knocking on the door.
You start banging on the door.
Yeah.
It's not your turn. It's Blight's turn.
She's got a special pie at the top of the castle.
So she's back in the windmill now, is she?
Yeah, so her face has gone from the window. You can't see her in there
And the-
because obviously
and the
there's a
door's-
room inside.
The door's bolted too, isn't it?
Yeah.
You heard the door be bolted shut, and Callum would have seen that.
So, Callan, did you see anything in there that actually is worth us going back in that door?
Just saw her at the window. Yeah. I think there's more going on here than meets the eye.
I don't know what to do.
Take
Can
it. Come on.
I attack
We
the
can
door
take
then?
her.
Give me a strength check against the door.
Go get a be like.
Can you use Mage Hand to like
It.
pull the bolts back from the other side, or do you have to be able to see it?
You'd have to get it to go up and through the broken window and down the stairs because it can't pass through things, I don't think.
Okay.
What about Keo?
You could pick the lock. Although it's bolted. You could
No,
even
I
kick it
was
open off thingy.
Got a giant rock man. Just kick it in.
Yeah. I feel like my go's a bit wasted at the minute. I've got an 8 strength, so.
You could hold an action, like Karen did. If she puts her head back up to the window, fire an arrow.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah, my shield back.
Wait for Solidus to kick the door in.
Okay. So Bruce, your turn.
I'm gonna charge at the door, try and smash it.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
7.
7. You straight up against it. The bolts that are holding it just bend a slight bit, but hold in place, and you just boof up against the wooden door.
I love how we're literally trying to like home invade this place.
Solidus, you're next.
Right, I'm going to try the same action. I'm going to try and shoulder barge it.
Okay.
Strength! Oh, it's only a 10.
10. Again, you go straight into it. Almost Bruce gets in your way, and you have to stop short before he moves out, and you don't hit it with full strength, and it doesn't open.
Ah, Bruce!
Okay, it's Irina's go. She grabs you, Blight, with you being next to her, and she pulls you back. What she tries to do you resist, or?
No, I'm gonna go with her.
Okay, she pulls you back, and she says, Blight, we have to go. This is not safe. Please,
Yeah, tell these guys that.
everyone, please. We need to run.
I kind of think she's right.
I say, not when there's pies in there that need
She uses her
saving.
movement to move 30 back, and then holds the Can you hold a dash action? Yeah, I guess you can. Can you? Yeah, of course you can. On the DM, you can do what you want. If you hold the dash action, if the woman appears in the window, she's going to dash another 30 feet away. So I'm just going to drag you two down here to represent that you're away from the thing. You're at the door and you're waiting at the window.
I say to Solidus, I feel if we pursue this, there will be no one to make any pies.
It's Callan at the top of the round.
I think this.
I am.
You think that if we left this woman alone, she would turn back into a woman and continue making pies. I think
I'm
she's
gonna light a torch and then throw it in for the.
What?
Okay.
Throw it. No, actually, I'm gonna light a torch and I'm gonna set the door on fire.
Oh, that's
Okay.
Okay.
Amazing.
Let's have a look. I guess a torch would do 1d10. So roll a d10, see how much damage it does to the door.
1d10. 8.
8.
Yeah.
I'd say it's weakened the door enough, so that if anyone did a strength check on it, they'd have advantage. The door starts to burn slowly. It's not the best of wood. It's quite rotten and damp, but it does burn a little bit, and you see some singes on the wood.
Hadn't we already kicked this door down in the first place?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't bolted then.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just a open.
Go get her.
Yeah, sorry, Callan. It's the hag's turn. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Getting an update. Remind me later, motherfucker. You don't see anyone appear at the window, and you don't hear anything from inside. It's all gone strangely quiet. Blight?
Oh. Oh no, I'm just with the redhead.
Okay, yeah, you're back with Irina.
Yeah, I'm just keeping my eye on her at the minute whilst the hag's inside.
Make me a perception check.
Yeah. 15.
15. You notice someone coming up the trail. Since you've moved away from the windmill, you're coming down the path again. Coming off that trail where you started to head up to the windmill is an older woman with a cart.
Oh shit.
She begins to come towards you.
Chief hag.
Oh, this is
You
awkward.
recognize her as the woman that you saw in the village.
Hi.
Staller.
Hello, dearie. What's happening here?
Well, you've just happened to arrive in the middle of your inspection, or yearly
I
inspection.
don't remember anything of an inspection.
You
We've
probably
never
don't
had anything
remember.
like that before.
I know it's a new thing. You got a letter from Barovia. It's Seymour. It's
More butts.
happening now.
Make a persuasion roll.
No.
Yeah. She doesn't buy it. She senses
I'm
something's
laughing.
wrong, and she pushes past you and begins to head towards the door. So, Tan, if you want to try and stop her.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna. Yeah, I am. I like rugby tackle her.
Get in.
Yeah, give me a strength check.
Fucking hell.
This is getting as well out of hand. Oh no! I rolled a 4.
4.
Good terrible
Barge
rolls
into the
tonight.
back of an old woman. As you do, she turns around at you, immediately angry. She sensed something's wrong, and you begin to see her grey hair turn like deadly black. She begins to hiss violently at you, and it looks a little something like this. Her skin changes from a pale white to a dark, well, like a lighter midnight blue. Her eyes turn yellow. Her fingers extend into the claws, and she begins to ready herself to attack.
I feel like we need to go.
We should have gone ages ago.
I feel like these are a lot stronger than us.
Yeah. Is it still my go then?
You haven't used any movement.
Oh.
I'd say
Oh,
you've
okay.
used your action to barge into an old woman,
When you say it like that.
but you haven't. I mean, a hag. But you haven't used your thingy.
Guess I'm just gonna step away then, just slightly out of reach if I can.
Okay.
With what's the name? Red. Arena.
Yeah, you pull Irina back with you, and try and move back as far as you can. So you guys are probably about 60 feet. You're back down the track. The old cart woman. She's probably about halfway between them and you guys at the door. Bruce, it's your go.
So like 30 feet away.
They're about 30 feet away from you. Yeah.
I see this woman turn into this thing, and I use my channel divinity abjure enemy.
Well, what does that do?
She has to make a wisdom saving throw, and is she a fiend or undead? She's a fiend,
She's a
right?
fiend.
Then
Yeah.
she has disadvantage on it.
Okay, she has advantage on it anyway, so it'll just be a normal roll.
Oh really?
Yeah, she has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
Oh, okay.
So disadvantage would cancel it out to a normal roll. What's she saving on?
I guess it's gonna be 12. Yeah, 12.
And what modifier is it?
What do you mean?
Oh, she's rolled a natural 14.
Oh, okay. Then
So the spell just doesn't affect her.
on a
dodge it.
successful save, the creature's speed is halved for 1 minute,
Okay.
or until she takes any damage.
Okay, so half speed.
And with that,
For one.
I shout, Time to go. Try not to hurt her, or she'll be able to pursue us. And I'm going to use my full movement to sort of run away.
Okay, so this is a poor grid system, but so you're about on par with her.
Not like, yeah, sort of like run that way,
Yeah,
sort of towards
you run around
Blightman,
her,
sort
but
of
you're
towards the
like
path.
these guys are about 30 feet away. These guys are now 30 feet behind. Okay, Solidus.
I'm gonna try the door again.
Okay, give me a strength check.
You said I'd get advantage because the door is.
Oh yeah, advantage on it because the door's burnt.
Right, so I rolled a 10 and a 9, so 10 is the roll.
I'm going to say it breaks. It's weakened by the fire.
Excellent.
The door crashes open and you barge into this room.
Yeah. I quickly scan the room and head towards this cupboard where I saw that old lady get some pies for Bruce.
Okay. Action. Collect pies.
Collect pies.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna rifle like.
Okay, give me an investigation check to see how many pies you find.
My
This
investigation.
motherfucker could be pie loaded.
16.
16, not bad. You find another dozen pies in there.
Excellent.
Do you want to improvise some way to carry them?
Um,
You're carrying a pie which is about the size of a dinner plate. Each pie is like a dinner plate size. You already have 6, and you found another 12.
is there some sort of, like, sack nearby that I can?
I'd say you could pick up a crate.
All right, I grab a crate.
Yeah.
All the
Throw the
crayons.
pies into the crate.
I'm glancing out the door. I'm seeing all this chaos. And I glance back at my pies, and I'm stacking them as quick as possible into my crate. And now I'm loaded up.
Okay. With about the movement you've got left, you can probably get to the door.
All right, I'll get to the door. Bloop.
Pie stacking was a bonus action.
Oh, thank you.
You're very kind.
I don't know if that's in your list. You can add that to your list of bonus actions now. Pie stacking.
Pie stacking. I shall.
Okay, Solidus. Irina breaks free from you, Blight, and just charges 60 foot back to the tree line. The stuff that's happening around her is stuff that is not nice. Callan, your current situation, Solidus is inside, filling a crate full of pies. Everyone else has run away, and now there is a hag outside the windmill.
Okay.
This is mental.
Can I shoot the hag and then run inside?
You can, but you did hear Bruce shout out about not hitting it. It's currently affected with
Her
slow
speed
spell.
is halved at the minute. If you damage her,
Okay.
then it'll go back to normal.
Okay. Then I will just run inside the
Okay.
building.
You charge
Callan, if you
inside.
fucking die trying to get to the upstairs of this fucking windmill,
He's going for it.
You were at the door, weren't you? What do you want to do?
Shout to Solidus, follow me, and run upstairs.
This is mental.
You can get to about there. You don't see any hags inside as yet.
Okay.
the fucking sister's up there, isn't she?
I'm gonna keep going up to the top.
You're going to use your dash action.
I don't think I have a dash action, do I?
Yeah, you can use your action to dash, can't you? Do double movement.
Knew we
You
couldn't
haven't-
trust the old
All you've
lady.
done is move so far, isn't it?
Yeah, I can use dash. Yeah, dash then.
Okay,
I'll
so
dash up.
10, 15, 20.
Pump those legs.
Okay. So you end here. Let me describe what you see up here. So it's a circular room. It has a rotten wood closet with 3 crates stacked one on top of the other. Small doors are set into the crates. Next to the closet is a heap of discarded clothing. A ladder climbs to a wooden trapdoor in the 9-foot high ceiling, and a mouldy bed is tattered with canopy. Has a tattered canopy, stands nearby. Inside the crates, you see 2 children, a boy and a girl, both dirty, in rags, and around the cages that they're in are just crumbs and crumbs of bread and food.
Holy shit.
Oh.
And you guys wanted to leave. They've got 3 caged children here.
Yeah,
be
shit
very
just got real.
Shit did
Carry
just
my
get
prize.
real.
Okay, Callum.
Changes things.
I don't
it's a
know
hag
this.
count.
I don't know this though.
I need some boys to carry pies for me.
So, we start off with Morgantha, who's outside. She, have you barge into a blight, turns, and you see an electrical energy form between her hands.
Oh.
It starts to crackle, and you feel, even from the 30 feet, you begin to feel like a static energy, almost like the grass around is on spikes. As it curls and balls together, she then fires it out towards you in a straight line.
Oh fuck.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Come on. Roll high this time. Come on, brother.
One.
21.
21.
Fucking hell. I thought
was
you
like-
said 1 as well.
Okay. So you save. You manage to dodge out the way, but the blow still gets you. So you take 4d6 lightning damage.
Fucking hell.
Um,
Is that
Oh,
half
well.
damage?
Yeah.
Well, he takes half of the 4d6, or...
No, he takes half of the full damage, which is 4d6.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, the full is 8, so you take 14 lightning damage.
14?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I'm nearly dead.
Also, your parts of your clothes begin to burst into flame. And you quickly pat them out, just as one side of you is fully scorched. Your arm is blackened from the blow.
I would say, if I could see this, I'd say, hey, good thing, because that corpse we saw didn't have any burnt clothes, so it probably wasn't you from the future.
Okay, so that's Morgantha's go.
She's gonna fuck us up.
I'm literally nearly dead.
And then she moves back towards the windmill and is now at the door. Okay. What about the sisters? Where Callan's walked into their house. Bear with me.
Paul sounds way too happy about this.
We've fallen for his bloody trap, I'm
Finally,
sure.
I get to kill them.
I tried to warn you, but it did nothing.
By the way, anything that happens to us, we totally deserve it.
Yeah. I'm like frantically
okay.
looking at my character sheet thinking, like, how the fuck do I get out of this?
So Solidus, in the room that you are in, at the top of the stairs, you see a form appear, almost out of thin air. It's as if they've shifted from another plane or dimension, and it's the hag that you originally. Well, it's a hag. You haven't seen a hag yet, so
It's a hag.
blue-skinned woman. She is going to. She charges down the stairs towards you,
I say, look, I'll pay for them, okay? Just
and she
calm down.
just claws at you with her massive blue clawed hand. Which is 18. What's your AC?
17.
So it's 15 damage.
Son, bitch.
Her claws just literally almost cut through your armor. It finds all the weak bits and they just slide straight through. She's laughing and almost like cackling to herself while she's doing it.
How
We've
much,
got to get the
how much
fuck out of
damage
here.
was it?
15. Pretty much half my life.
And then
I sort of let out to say, I bought the pies from you. I did nothing wrong.
At this point, I don't think they give a fuck.
That's so rude.
Maybe it's the only thing that can kill him.
I have a
Shove
question.
pie in her face.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Because when she attacked me, I presumed I was holding a crate of pies with both hands.
That you were.
What's happened to my crate of pies?
I'm afraid it's smashed and the pies have gone everywhere. There's
All
bits
of
me. You can probably scrape a couple. I'd say, what was it? There was 12 pies in it. She's probably cut through the middle. So there's probably about 4 full pies. All the rest sliced in half.
Destroyed.
And the box is completely gone. So Callan, up behind you, you just feel this rush of wind, and a night hag is behind you. She screams, "Get away from the ingredients!"
Oh shit.
And she
Oh no!
attacks with your claws.
Lucky Solidus.
13 plus 7. That hits, yeah.
Yeah.
So 2d8 plus 4.
We need to leave.
How are we going to get out of this one?
17 damage. They almost
It's exactly what I'm on, 17.
Oh my god.
So you're onto 0.
I'm on 0.
She claws it straight down your back and almost rips your spine out. You just fall to the floor.
I am on the death saves.
Unable to move. Let's just give you a little mark so we remember. Skull and crossbones.
Au revoir, bitch. Au revoir.
Okay. Blight.
I don't know.
So you've been obviously scorched quite bad.
I'm on my arse. I
Irina
got 5 hit points left.
Irina has run into the woods, or towards the woods. If you'll probably lose sight of her if she continues to run.
I'm just gonna shout to Bruce. What the hell do we do? I haven't got a Scooby. What we're doing?
I don't think we can win this fight. I
No way.
think Callan's pushed it too far. And now
Seymour. He's
Yeah, that is a bloody
laying
good
face
inspector.
down in
we
in a
was
pool of
all
his own blood.
outside and we had the opportunity to leave, and fucking Seymour just stormed back in, dragging Solidus with him.
I might have to go after Irene.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, there's no way I can find anyone.
If you use your action to move as well, do like a dash, then you could probably catch up with her.
Alright, I'll do that.
Okay. So you charge back, you catch up with Irene, and you grab her arm as you're running together.
Can I see
towards
this
the
out the little window that I'm staring at here? Like I can just see
Sorry
it.
guys, I can't go in there.
It's too high. All you can see, you're headed
Be
right
like,
outside.
where you going,
see
be
the
like?
child in the lower cage, beginning to cry and weep.
Don't cry, little kiddies.
You can't talk.
I know. We're just pretending to be dead.
Bruce, it's your go now.
Oh fucking hell! Callan, I think you might die here.
I'm bleeding out.
That's like there's nothing we can do. That's too strong. I'm going to, as a bonus action, hang on. As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on
Okay.
this one outside.
Onto Morgantha. What does that do to her?
Until the spell ends, you deal extra 1d6 damage, and I have advantage on any perception or survival check to find it.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'm going to throw, because I'm not next to her, am I? I'm going to throw a javelin at her.
Okay. Give me a roll to see if it hits.
13.
She bats it away. Her hand just comes up and her claw smashes it out of the sky, just like.
Um,
And she looks at her eyes. Her focus changes from Blight, who is now running to you.
I run
Okay. So
30
you're running
feet as far
30.
as I can go.
You're probably about 30 feet away from Blight and Irina. Okay, Solidus,
Right, I look
take
at
me to the
this.
pie shop.
I look at the hag, and I look at the pies that were smashed on the floor, and just an unbridled rage washes over me. So I do go into a berserker rage.
About
Oh,
time.
nice.
Yeah.
Rage.
Rage.
You
That's
made
it.
me bleed my own blood.
Listen here, you fucking mutt. I've had enough of this shit. So I enter my rage and I fucking draw my halberd and swing wildly at her.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
19.
That hits.
Right, so I get +2 on my weapon. 7. I was hoping for more.
7.
Yep.
Okay.
7.
The weapon does not as much damage as you thought it would. It almost glides past, and her skin almost seems toughened, like a thick leather, and it just glances off. It doesn't even cut the skin.
That was unfortunate. Yeah, I guess that's end of turn. I ready myself for another...
End of life.
Yep.
Okay. So Irina makes it to the woods. We're going to say with Blight because you're obviously running with her at the moment.
Yeah.
Her tears are streaming down her face. She looks panic-stricken. Blight, what's happening? Please, this is not safe. Why are we here?
We can't
must
leave the other
hide.
guys. No, but we can't leave the guys.
We can't go back. We'll die. We need help.
What do you suggest?
Run.
No help here.
Live today.
I'll leave
Please.
without my brother at least.
Look, we'll wait here. But then, as soon as your brother's here, we go. Promise?
Can't promise anything.
Yeah, so she makes it to the tree line with you, and then she holds. You're in like a small thicket at the edge, so you can see the windmill on the hill. You can't see too much. You're blocked from vision. Okay.
Yeah.
Callan,
Mm-hmm.
your first roll.
This one on the outside is like in the doorway, right?
Yeah, she's moved to the doorway now.
Fucking hell.
Christ.
I can't even get through if I wanted to.
17 on the first roll.
That's a save.
That is these.
Add 1 to you.
Yep.
Edging back closer to the light.
Let's see how
hags.
this ends here.
Hags.
Oh, you look so happy with you, pleased with yourself.
I didn't think I was going to get to use these. These are cool characters. Okay.
Really
Alpha,
pushed our way into this.
Are you off, Kurt? Did we say?
Is it
You're
my
probably
turn?
about- No, it's the hag's turn, but I'm wondering what your distance is from the windmill now. So we said
Well, I
you'd
was-
probably be 30, 60. You're probably about 90, would you say?
Yeah, I was like halfway between, and then I moved my full distance, so I think
Okay.
90.
Okay. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. 7, but I'm gonna use a luck point on that. Oh my god, even worse.
7.
Yeah.
Okay. You feel an odd feeling. A wash of fear comes over you. All around you, you see these shadowy figures. They look like men who are armed. They have some have clubs, some have bats. It stops you in your tracks as you're running, and then before you, you see your mother on the floor, and these shadows come up, and they just smash and smash and smash. You turn your eyes away from this, and you begin to charge past, heading towards Irina and Blight, but these constant screams are echoing throughout your ears.
No! Not again!
You are
Mother!
now frightened, and at the end of each turn,
Oh, I just have to keep running away, don't I?
you have to make a wisdom saving throw, or you take damage.
No, fucking hell.
Okay.
Oh
So,
my god.
keep tally
We're
of that.
totally gonna lose Callan and Saunders.
Right. So
I don't
that
know what we
was
can do.
There's nothing we can
Ganther.
do. I can't even do anything now anyway because I'm fucking frightened. Oh wait, do I have? Oh, no.
Ophelia comes to the children. I tell you what. Let's see whether she can do this. This will be interesting. 10. Ophelia tries to drag your body, Callan, to the window. She breaks the window behind her, and she tries to lift you up, but she just can't quite manage it at this point. So she drops you back on the floor, but she has you at the broken window, and she's trying to lift you up to throw you out,
That's nice of her.
Okay, yeah.
picking up the trash.
Mhm.
And this one in front of you, Solidus.
Yeah.
Bear with me.
God, what are you cooking up?
Oh yeah. Okay. Range spell attack. Okay. So you see her hands move. 18. She begins to conjure this black ball. It almost oozes from her fingertips, and then as it's on her tips, she just thrusts it towards you, and you feel this black energy seep through your body. You only deal half damage with weapon attacks
Oh,
that use strength until the spell ends.
well, that's annoying.
Yeah, you feel the strength drain from your arms, and your halberd almost goes limp in your arms. And that she moves back up the stairs.
Oh.
Get back and walk.
So I've lost sight of her now.
Yeah.
Dear. Well, I've lost sight of her and I've got a floppy halberd.
Happens to the best of us, buddy. Okay, that's the Hag's Blight. You're now in the woods with Irina.
So it's Bruce. I went to get a beer. Sorry, Bruce is on his way over to us now, isn't he? He reached us.
I was
Bruce,
running over and she cast a spell on me that made me frightened. Basically, I was seeing images of men around our mother beating her, and I just kept running away from it.
Yeah, what you see is he suddenly stops in mid-run and the blood just drains from his face. You see him start swinging around and almost batting at the thin air. You're confused, and then he just charges towards you at full speed. He's not at you yet. He's probably about 20 feet away, but
Okay, I'm just gonna shout, Bruce. What's wrong? The obvious.
Images in my head. It's not real. It's not real. I just keep
Stay
running.
calm, brother.
okay. That everything, Blight?
I literally don't know what else to do.
Yeah, that's cool.
Are they on the tree line?
Yeah.
So they can sort of like hide in the tree line, I guess.
Think
Yeah,
so.
they're hidden from sight. They're,
Well out of the way,
they're far enough away.
Okay.
Okay, so you're a frightened cat, so I need you to make. I don't think there's anything you can do. You have disadvantages ability checks and attack rolls. You can't move closer to the source of its fear, which is Morgantha, basically.
Yeah.
And at the end of your turn, you'll have to make a wisdom saving throw.
I just keep running towards the tree line to where I saw Blight and Irene
Okay.
go.
You manage to catch up with them, and you almost smash through like the wood into where they are.
Oh my god.
Okay.
We
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Callan.
Where are they? Are they in there still?
8.
The fear overcomes you. You're unable to speak. Oops.
Have this in it.
And you take 17 physical damage.
It's less than that.
What?
You feel the fear almost constrains you. You feel your heart struggle to pump. You feel your lungs struggle to
Oh my
inflate. And you still see these images everywhere. You can see Blight, you can see Irina, but around them are these shadow figures almost like phasing in and phasing out.
No, get out of my head! Get out of my head!
Okay. Solidus.
Well, I've lost sight of that one. But is there not a wench outside?
Yeah, there's a hag outside the door. You could try and push past her, but she would get an opportunity attack.
Well, I'm just gonna fucking strike her then.
You can hit her.
Yeah.
Okay, so just
Are you
for...
not running away?
I mean, I've got to get through her.
Don't worry, I'll take the one coming up the stairs.
You're dead, mate.
It's going really well so far.
I'm not dead.
You're going out,
here, so
you're
you
going
can
out
see
the
him.
window. I'm gonna catch you.
Okay.
This is all part of the plan.
Alright, make a attack roll. But you've got this half damage.
Half
If you
damage.
hit.
Yeah. Cool. 18 is my attack roll.
18 hits, yeah.
Right. So. It's a 4.
Is that 4 total, or is that 4 after it's halved?
That's 4 after it's half. It was 8 total.
Thank Christ. Okay. It almost does nothing.
Ow!
You try to swing, and as you go for a neck, you just miss and just graze down like a back, and you know, like the thin slice of cheese you get from a cheese slice. It's like that much.
Tasty.
Do you want to try and run past? You've still got movement. You've probably got about another 4 squares of movement. 20 feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and go diagonally.
Okay. You move out of range. She doesn't take an opportunity attack. She,
Kind of.
you almost see, she just looks and sort of smiles in your direction as you run away. Okay.
Well, I'm glad we all got out of there alive.
Back to Irina, who's still holding fast in the tree line. Comes to you. Can she? She comes to you, Bruce, because she can see you're in physical pain, and she almost wraps her arms around you to try and stop you from lashing out and hurting thingies. You feel her presence, not as a negative energy, you feel it there as like a positive energy, but it doesn't change the shadows.
Mommy.
Okay. Make a roll, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh god, come on, Callan. Just survive getting thrown out the window. I'll come and help you.
17. Another
Nice.
success.
17, that's a save. 2 saves. He's getting there, boys.
Nice.
Alright, Hag's 10.
What happens after 3? You stabilize, right? And then you don't
Yeah, you're
go
back to
any further.
0 HP. You're not
Okay.
bleeding out anymore.
Okay, good.
I think you come back to consciousness, don't you?
No, I think he's just
Or just on
stabilized
0 and then you need to have a rest to come conscious.
or be healed.
Yes. Okay. It's been a while since we've had to look at like death and stuff. Right, Morgantha enters back into the windmill and shuts the door.
I left my fucking pies on the floor. Gosh, stupid.
Oh, let's go back for him.
Yeah. Save the pies, but not my eyes.
Yeah, the door. You just see the almost like door that's hanging off the hinges shut again. Behind her, she enters. Up with you, Callum. You hear a shout. Well, you don't hear it, but Ophelia hears a shout from downstairs, which shout, "Daughters, daughters!" And she begins to drag you down the stairs, something that she can do quite easily. She gets you down to probably be about here because it's only like half the movement. So she just begins to drag you downstairs, and the other one comes down to meet her mother. Okay, Blight.
I guess I'm just pushing over Bruce at the minute whilst Irene is hugging him.
Okay, that's fine. Bruce.
What can I do? Can I shake off this?
You have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I got a 9, but I'm going to use a luck point. I need a fucking decent roll here. That's a 14.
14. You with the arms of Irina around you, the shadows around you begin to slowly dissipate. And you shake your head and you just come to, and the images have gone, and you feel like whatever had a grip on you has been dispelled.
Damn that vile creature. So I'm okay now.
Yeah, you are not frightened, and you don't have to make any more saving throws.
Then in that case, I'm going to
Go back in.
go get some pies. Nah, hang on, bear with me. Is that a bonus or is that an action? It's an action. I'm gonna. Can I see? No one's there, is it? Where's Solidus again? Is Solidus
So you
out
see
front?
Solidus running. Yeah, hang on, I'll put them on your map. So you see
Okay,
Solidus like running to the left. This one has gone. Oh god.
And she's gone inside, so there's no one outside
Yeah.
except Solidus.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to use 30 feet of movement to would move towards the windmill.
Okay.
And then lay hand on. I like touch myself on the chest.
Yeah, it
I
does.
just sort of like meditate for a second, and I regain 15 hit points.
Nice.
And then yeah, I'm waiting. I'm just sort of waiting to see what happens.
Okay.
Solidus, what happened to Callan?
He kind of just ran upstairs. He had his own thing going on.
Solidus, it's your turn. So you can meet up with Thingy if you want.
Well, I'm a bit worried about Callan now. So, yeah, I go up to Bruce and I say, yeah, Callan's still in there, and my halberd's all floppy. He doesn't do anything. Just can't perform. But I'm so mad about it because I'm still in a rage. And I'm just waving my halberd around. And because I have no one to attack this round, my rage ends.
Okay.
And that's. I mean, anybody got any ideas what we should do?
I think we wait for the opportune moment to
Alright.
try and get Callan.
Okay. Yes,
Then we need to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
So at
Let's
this
wait.
point, we're going to drop out of initiative order.
Oh.
So you guys regroup with these
Ugh.
in the tree line. Callan, you don't really notice because you're unconscious, but your body gets slowly dragged down the windmill, down the stairs, just doof, doof, doof on everyone. By the time you get to the bottom, make another save, please.
Okay. Uh, 19.
19. So you've made 3 saves, so you're back to 0 HP, but you're not bleeding out. Yeah?
Yep.
You almost come to consciousness and you see that your surroundings are. You're back downstairs. You hear 3 voices around you, but you can't really tell where they're coming from. Your vision's really blurred over. You feel your body being dragged, and the door opens, and you're almost thrown outside. From you guys at the tree line, you see 3 forms in the doorway. The one who came up the hill last, who looks like the lead, the Morgantha, she has stood in the door. You see a ball of electrical energy well up in her hand,
God.
similar to what you saw, Blade. And I can't find it. I need you, Callan, to make a save, please. It is a dexterity saving throw.
25 crit.
25. Okay. So you manage your the moisture from the water almost brings you to consciousness, and you hear this electricity charge build behind you, and you manage to roll slightly out of the way, but it still catches you. For D6. You feel 19 points of damage. Electricity just crawls over one half of your body, singeing you and burning your arms.
Puts me back into
Yeah.
saves.
She, you guys at the tree line, she even though you've got the distance, you see her make eye contact with you, and then all of a sudden, all three of them just disappear completely,
Oh shit.
and the door slowly just swings shut.
As soon as I see this, I just sort of stand up and run towards Callan. Come on, quick! We need to grab him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steam
So
over.
Get the fuck out of here.
And as soon as I reach him, I cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
I need to roll a d8. 7 plus 2. 9. You get 9 hit points back.
Sweet, thank you.
Feel a rush of health and energy.
Callan,
Go for
wake up!
your
Wake up! Are you
cold,
okay?
bad body.
I'm alright. What happened then?
You fool! You just had to push it, didn't you? Come on, we need to get out of here.
While he's healing
I've
Callum,
no idea what's going on. At this point, just kick the door.
while he's seeing to Callan, I sort of gently knock on the door and I say, "Can I either have my gold back, or I dropped a couple of the pies and I think they're still fine."
The door just swings open. It's swinging on its hinges. The
Oh,
door just swings open as you knock, and you can't see anyone in the.
can I see my
the
remaining
thing.
pies on the floor?
You gotta go get those. I tell them there's kids in boxes.
Oh my god.
There's trapped children upstairs.
Fuck
I,
'em.
You can't just leave them.
say, of course they are. These words glance off me, and I grab the 4 pies and stuff them in my pockets. So now I have 4 pies.
I'm going in there, Paul.
Oh
Okay.
no.
I'm dragging my legs in there.
You
I'm going back to where I saw the kids.
You've been
you
given an opportunity here.
drag
is-
your body up through the windmill, back to the place where you blacked out previously,
All
up.
the way.
into the top room, and see.
I just stand at the doorway of the windmill just in disbelief, like,
Let me get these on your.
I can't believe this is happening.
You see 2 children in the cages. What do you do?
I bust the lock.
Please help us! Help us! The
Step
small
back.
boy looks about 7 years old. The girl is barely 5. They're well fed, that's for sure. Like I said, there's crumbs all over the cells, the cages and stuff like that. You managed to fairly easily smash the lock. It's not a difficult binding, it's just too hard for young children to do. As you do, they jump into your arms and fly forward, both hugging at you and grabbing at you as hard as they can. Please, we need to go. They'll come back soon. They always do.
Okay, quickly down the stairs.
Okay. You carry the children, or are they just running?
I'm just showing them where to go while I'm going up that ladder.
You're going up the ladder.
Yeah, there might be other kids. You don't know.
The kids don't let go of your hand. They're
All right.
not. They're not just going to run down the stairs.
All right.
Like,
I
please
say.
don't leave
All right, I
us.
ask the kids and I say, what's above us?
I don't know.
Is it possible to have a quick look?
Yeah, you crawl up.
Do I hear the kids from the bottom, from the entrance to the doorway?
You'd hear some like young shouts. Yeah.
Then I would shout up and say, come down here to the entrance. We're going to get you
Okay.
out of here.
They're not going to move without someone there. But Callan, you go up into the tiny attic space. You see a host of gears. This is where the main sail is connected to the grinding shaft. And there's a lot of dust and but nothing. It's not. When your head's in there, you're basically filling the full room. There's no room for anything else.
Okay. Then I'll come back down to the
Okay.
bottom.
Okay, so you take the children down,
Hmm.
and as soon as they see the door open, they immediately just burst out into the fresh air. And they see you outside, and they grab your hand and they just start running as fast as they can, both of you, towards the trees.
The hell are they?
I nod at
Where'd these
nod
kids
at
come from?
Callan and acknowledge his outright bravery / stupidity and feel a little bit embarrassed that I wasn't brave enough to go in there myself.
I give him a nod, as even though like I did pass out. It all went to plan.
Callan, you were badass there.
Well done, Callan.
You literally died, and then
Yeah, you can tell me about it over a beer. I don't remember
Yeah.
anything.
Was it worth it? I dropped most of my five.
We should burn this place to the ground.
nah,
I agree.
Bonkers.
Burn.
I agree.
Okay.
Burn.
What, burn it to the ground, or
Yeah.
Set fire to it in the bottom.
And then run as
First
fast
layer.
as possible.
Yeah, and then run.
Although
Let's
it
go.
is,
Fuck you.
it's made out of stone, isn't it? I don't know how we would set it on fire.
The children refuse to go back. You can head back if you wish. It's up to you.
So we get the hell out of Dodge, guys.
I say we get out of here.
Yeah, let's leave it. Let's leave it.
I asked the children, where do you have any family? Where are you from?
You
We're from
twins?
Barovia. And when they see Irina, they recognize her and like, Miss Irina. And she grabs them together. Children, why are you here? What's happened? Our parents, they gave us up for the pies.
Dream pies.
And,
See,
they're
Rock
not
guy,
the
this is what
dreams,
you're
sir.
dealing with.
Kiddie pies.
There was another boy. I don't know where he was from, but
I'm
he's
sorry,
not
did you
there
say your
anymore.
parents swapped you for pies?
They just left us, and the old woman on the cart came and she took us and strapped us to it. It's mainly the older boy talking. My name's Lucian. I'm from Barovia, the village. But I won't go back there. Not after what they've done.
I
He
blame
holds
you.
the hand of this young 5-year-old girl. Please take us somewhere safe.
We're heading to Vallaki. You'll be safe with us.
Saved us. I believe you. Please, we just need to go.
I look to Irina. Do you think there'll be somewhere in Vallaki we could take these children to?
He says, I think where I'm heading may be best. The church has always been a good home for children, and they'll look after the people. I think they'll look after their children.
I trust
Will you
you'll
come
do
with
them
us?
right.
And they're like, yes. And they both like grab a hand, and so you've now got 2 kids in your party.
Right.
Just stay quiet and do as we tell you.
Ain't a
Of
party.
course.
Kids.
Of course. Okay.
Don't fucking eat them, Solidus.
So you make your way back to the path, beaten and bruised, near death, and returned. But Callan, you're pleased, I presume, that you
You
managed to
please,
get to the bottom of it all and save at
Yeah.
least a
Wait.
couple of
I
children.
think the Seymour Portobello disguise is probably worn off by now.
Yeah, I think that probably wore off when you were unconscious, mate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just like as we're walking, I just say to Callan, you were a damn fool back there, but incredibly brave. You did a good thing. I wish I was strong enough to do the same. Or stupid enough.
Yeah, I agree. And thank him. Thank you. Thank you, Bruce. I just did what I thought you would have done.
Oh, that's. Oh,
Hey.
And then we make out. We kissed to ease the tension.
Let us
So-
gingerly touch our tips.
You head back to the road, and the road begins to meander through the valley, watched over by dark, brooding mountains to the north and south. The wood recedes, revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade. Thick fog presses up against the walls. As you look through your way inside, hoping to catch the town aslumber, the dirt road ends after probably about a day's travel. You're probably there quite a while. It's beginning to.
Wait, so yeah, what I was going to ask, what time of day is it?
So let's just work this out. It'll have been mid-morning by the
Like-
time you, probably about lunchtime by the time you got to the windmill. You've
That
Had
windmill
a-
sucked.
a good few, at least an hour or so there. So by the time you get to the gates of Valaki, dusk is beginning to set in. The clouds have rolled over, the lights beginning to fade. You see torches coming from inside the palisade, and you come up against a high wall and a solid set of gates, which are shut.
I look to Irina and say, "After you."
She moves forward with the children. Hello, she calls out. At that, you see two guards poke their head out from the guard houses on either side. They wear basic armor, comprising of steel chest plates and the blue tunics with leather braces and adornments offering a little more protection. You see a crest painted on the chest piece, showing a shield shaped with a sun and a fish symbol inside. They're armed with pikes and sheathed swords, and they look suspicious from the domed helmets. Who goes there?
us.
Oh, sorry, I thought I was waiting for Irina to
She
respond.
does. Okay. Irina responds. We're seeking refuge from Barovia. I'm Irina Koliana. And who's that with you?
My name is Bruce. We're escorting Irina here. And yes, we are all now seeking refuge in Valaki.
Right. And you've got a lot of weapons.
We need them around here, in case you haven't noticed.
Yeah, wouldn't you?
Very true. Wouldn't go without them. He begins to open the gate. It's not currently locked at this point. You're just in time. We lock these gates at night. You would have been sleeping out on the cold, unfortunately. Now,
Thank-
come through. We'll
Thank
just
you.
take some details. So you begin to walk through the gate. The
Got
other
my
guard
ID?
comes out.
Track and trace.
The other guard comes out with a basic sort
Just
of footboard.
scan your NHS trace app there on the side.
And he's like, I'll just have to take your names for the Burgomaster. If I can just take each of yours. I've got Irina so far.
Bruce Farabane. Pleasure to meet you.
This guy
He
over here is
scrolls
called
down.
Seymour Portobello.
Seymour Portobello. Okay, not a problem. And you, sir?
My name's Blight.
Right. And the big man at the back.
Rock guy.
Rock guy.
Yeah. Yep, go with that.
Make a persuasion check.
What, me?
Polite to say that he's rock guy.
We call him Dwayne Johnson.
I've never once called him Solidus. He's rock guy to me.
And that's a slur to my people.
15. I got 15.
Oh, that is
15.
convincing.
He sort of shrugs it off and he's like, rock guy it is. Children? The children? Are they yours?
No.
No,
No.
Then
they
why
were-
have you got children, if you don't mind me asking?
we do mind you asking. We found them.
They were held captive. We rescued them.
Right. And where was that?
that pissing windmill up there.
Pissing windmill.
By the way, don't go there. It
Where the
sucks.
pies come from.
I've heard it called the old bone grinder before. Not a nice place. I didn't know there was children though. Right, bring them in.
Thank you.
So you travel through the gates, and what greets you is a stark contrast to what you've seen before. Let's get a map.
The music's certainly jollier.
Loving it.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's called Crossroads, but I don't know where the banjo comes into it.
In the deep south.
A
Yeah.
slide guitar. Love it.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So
It's big.
you enter from the east gate. This is where the guards have let you in, taking your details to inform the burgomaster of your arrival.
Wait, sorry, this here?
Yeah, you're down
Yeah,
in the
cool.
in the far right. Cool. So you enter in. They start taking your details, just eyeing you up and sort of checking you into the city. You see behind the other guard who initially greeted you pushes the gates to and then goes to the side and pulls out a large chain, which he wraps around a few times and then puts on a large padlock, sealing it shut for the evening. So, where are you staying then? What's your plans in Vallaki?
That's a good question. Irina, did you have somewhere arranged?
Well, my brother said about the church. Is there a church here, sir? Oh, that'll be St. Andrew's, yeah. You just head straight up, take a left and a right, and you'll find it. It's a church. It's near the other gate, though.
It's the church.
He just points, so the way that he points is sort of down the main road, and it's this large building over here.
Is there an inn somewhere where we could stay as well, just in case we need extra rooms?
Oh, yeah,
Ideally
well,
with a bar.
you wouldn't want to sleep at the church. It's not really somewhere where people sleep. Well, the scared ones do, but not everyone. Just the Blue Water Inn. That's where you want to be heading.
Blue Water
Blue
Inn.
water.
That's if you just head up the main road again, you'll find it just on the right, well before the church there.
Okay.
Thank you.
So this building here is the Blue Water Inn. Now, we will tell the burgomaster you've arrived. So I'm sure he'll find you when he needs you, if he needs you.
Please
Don't
do.
forget, all will be well. You're in Vallaki now.
Well, your pleasantries are certainly a sight for sore ears.
You
Lost
look like you've been
my
with a
way
ringer.
there.
Sound for sore ears.
Lost my way a bit with that. I'm a bit dishevelled from the last fight.
I'm on my arse. I got 5 hit points here. I need to find a pub.
Oh, brother, I just turned and put my hands on you and cast Cure Wounds. And you regain... Wait for it.
I should have asked you this before all the miles of walking.
9 hit points.
9, thank you.
You're welcome, brother. Just say the word.
I've seen.
But not until I have another long rest, because I can't do it anymore.
Yeah. Don't say the word.
Until tomorrow.
Say the word or wait
Till
later.
tomorrow. Yeah. When you don't need it.
So, as you walk through the streets, even though dusk is setting in, there's signs of life in the windows. You see smoke coming through the chimneys and houses, warm light emitting from the shutters. You see what look to be decorations, posters lining the streets. They talk of the Wolf Jamboree, And it looks like there was some sort of festival held here recently. They're starting to fall down a little bit and they're a bit disrepair, so it does look like it's happened already. But it's definitely a larger metropolis from what you've been used to. This is more like the cities that you're used to.
And the general vibe is a lot happier, right?
Yeah, there's you see people walking around. People at this point in the evening are starting to head home, or at least head inside. But there's families, women and children discussing things in the street as they go back to their homes for the evening. Where would you like to go?
I think we found a place to settle.
Irina says, I think we must head to the church. I think that would be the safest place.
I say, can we stop at the pub first?
Pub.
Please,
Let's get a drink.
Take me to the church and then I will find my way from there.
Okay, Irina, we'll escort you to the church and make sure you're safe, as that is why we're here after all. And then maybe find a place to rest for the evening.
Okay.
But the kids
It's away, Red.
Us.
Yeah, the kids come with you. They're sort of in tow of our arena at the moment. So you head through the village. What you do see is you come into the centre. On the right, just as the guard has said, you see a large two-story wooden building with a stone foundation and sort of sagging roof tiles upon which several ravens have perched. There's a painted wooden sign hanging above the main entrance that depicts a blue waterfall. So you presume that to be the blue water inn around here. And just outside of here is a large town square. Now, you can tell it's used for celebrations. There's a large stage in the center. Around the outside, large poles are erected with bunting and flags around. And it seems to be that the back of the pub would open out onto this, so that it's easy access and stuff like that.
Beer garden.
The one thing that does strike your attention, on the back side, near a set of large gallows, which is not unusual in a large town. They have to have their crime and punishment. But what is slightly unusual is a set of stocks. And in the stocks you see two people, a man and what looked to be a woman in a dress. But you can't see their faces because on their heads are large paper mache donkey heads. So they're in these stalks, heads through, and this large paper mache donkey head on top of them, and they're just resting, and they're not really moving much. But it looks like they've been there a few days. And you see, as you walk past, this is sort of on your right, you see the remains of rotten fruit and that sort of thing littering the ground in front of them.
Okay.
I just sort of say to Irina, like, that's a bit odd. Do you do this back in Barovia?
Each town has their own ways, and each burgomaster runs things differently. This is not something my father used to do, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out when we meet.
I look around at this much nicer town and I go, well, something's working.
She takes that remark as a bit of a snide comment.
It was
Carries on walking.
It was intended.
Yeah. So after you pass through the town square, you come up upon a slouching, centuries-old stone church, which has a bulging steeple, and the back walls are lined with cracked, stained glass windows depicting pious saints. A fence of wrought iron encloses the garden, and gravestones and small graveyard next to it. A thin mist creeps among the graves, but there's a warm light coming from inside. Right, let's put you in it. You going in?
Crack on in.
Mm-hmm.
Dump these dead weights and head down to the inn.
Oh, look who it is.
It's it's not him. He just looks the same. There's only one priest token. Right, let's get you on.
Someone in the graveyard.
Okay.
I just realised, Pon,
Right.
you were trying to get incense to make your familiar.
Yeah.
Like back at the windmill, if we'd have made it by then, you could have just sent your familiar like up the stairs or through one of the windows or something, and like sort of done that a
Well,
hell of a lot easier.
let's not dwell on it, all right?
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
I think we need to make you familiar as soon as possible.
Okay. So as you're making your way up to the church, you see a woman and child. They sort of walk just in front of you, and they head in. As they open the door inside, you see there is a collection of people, probably around 10 people. Irina moves up and opens the doors, and these people, it's a mixture of men, women, and children. All of them look quite common dressed, but they've all got large blankets and night covers, as if they intend to stay for the evening. Walking around the crowd, speaking to each of the people and offering some food on a plate is an elderly man with white hair that's cut in sort of a halo around his head. He's wearing long white robes and a blue and gold scarf, which is wrapped around his shoulders and hangs down just below his waist. Underneath is a golden sun embroidered at each end. And following him around is a small, thin boy wearing a similar white robe with a sun embroidered on its back. He's frail and timid and runs along, keeping up with the priest.
I immediately feel at ease and a lot better about myself being in a place that worships the Morning Lord.
Right. So you enter the church, and after Father Lucian, as you'll soon find out, finishes tending to some people, he comes to greet you. This cut, by the way, is the boy.
Okay.
Nice.
So there's a boy and two girls.
So the room itself has quite a few families. They're just dotted around on the pews.
Oh, sorry, the boy that's following the priest around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
okay.
the young sort of boy who's in the white robes.
Cool.
Good evening. You look new here. Yeah. Hello, Father. I am Irina. Oh, pleased to meet you, Irina. I'm Father Lucian. What brings you to this humble church? Father, please. At this point, she drops to her knees, and the two children almost standing behind her, almost like her height now. I've come for protection. I need protection from him. Oh, dear child, please, you've come to the right place. Come. And who are these with you? These are children. They've come from the windmill on the hill. These people behind me, they saved them. They're good people. Please, if you can help us all, we'd greatly appreciate it. At this point, he says, Yeska, fetch some wine, quick. And you see the small boy run off to a cabinet in the back, and he pulls out a large flagon of wine. And the priest ushers, please come sit over here. And there's a space at the front which everyone goes and moves into. Please tell me of your troubles. You're in a safe place now, children.
We
Tell
seem.
him.
Where do we even begin?
I know. I was just thinking that.
We're not from these parts. We're from the Sword Coast. We're not entirely sure how we've ended up in Barovia. And death and evil seems to be following us everywhere.
I see. I've heard tales of people like you before, people coming from other lands. I will do anything I can to help you, but this place is a safe place. The Church of St. Andrews is protected by the holy bones and the Morning Lord itself.
I think any establishment attributed to the Morning Lord is a safe haven for sure.
That it is, child, that it is.
I raise my hand up gently and I say, "What are holy bones?"
Well, this place, St. Andrew, this church is built here. It used to be his home, and he ascended to the high heavens, and now he protects us. They say the bones are in the very walls.
Saint who, sorry?
Andrew. It's called St. Andrew's Church.
Okay.
You see, the people of the town, they come here when they feel scared, and this is where they reside. And I offer my protection, as always, as is my duty. Now, you four do not look like you would still want to stay at a church. Perhaps the inn for you, and I will tend to these.
I feel an inn would suit our party better.
Agreed.
I say, "Way,
Well,
those lads."
Shots, 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 shots.
Irene turns to you and says, I want to thank you all for risking your lives to bring me. I feel this is a place I will be safe.
I hope so.
And as promised by my brother. And she pulls out of her pouch that's been carrying a small bag of money and a small red flask. Here, he told me to give you these when I was safe. I thank you.
Thank you. What is in the flask?
My brother says it was a potion of healing or mending. I believe it'll make you better.
It's very
Just
much
one?
appreciated.
Yeah,
It's more of a
it's a greater healing potion.
Oh.
I suggest we hang on to that then.
Oh, eh.
Someone else should carry that because I can heal. So
Either Blight or
someone
Callum.
squishy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blight or Callan should maybe have that. Can you heal, Callan?
I can, yeah, I can heal.
Oh, Blight, you hang
Give
on
it to
to it.
Blight then. Yeah.
Thank you, Red.
The children instantly start playing with Yeska, and you see smiles come on their face, which you haven't seen so far. They begin to laugh and feel at ease, and Irina begins to talk to the priest, discussing their travels and where to go from here.
Maybe the priest knows of an orphanage.
That he might. Or he might
Can't
just look
carry
after
around
them
with
as
these
yet.
two.
I just take a moment to I just kneel at the front and start praying to the to the Morning Lord.
I turn back and I look at Callum and I go, "Nerd."
I'm going to go over
This
to the
isn't my
priest.
religion.
I'm going to go over to the priest and ask him something. I'm just going to say, Father, something's been bothering me since we entered this place. As we went through the western gates, we saw a graveyard. One of those graves was marked with my name, and within that grave, we saw bones with my clothes. Do you know anything of this kind of thing in this region?
An odd thing to see, child. All I know is there's dark forces at work in this land. We have to hold on to the holy places dearly. We have to hope that our faith will see us through. There is an opposite to the Morning Lord, and his power is strong.
I think I know
But
what you mean.
with faith, child, you will see the path. And he draws a shape of a sun on your forehead with his finger.
Thank you, Father. Let's back away. Walk off.
Irina says, Please, I will stay here now. And I'll look after these and ensure they've been taken care of. You must follow your path now, but I will be here if you need me.
And likewise, we shall be at the inn if you require any more assistance.
You fancy a pint?
Did she give us some money, did you say, Paul?
Yeah, 20 gold in a bag.
To share between all of us?
Yeah, because you did already get, I think it was 150?
Yeah.
Is this the kitty then? Kitty?
We'll just put five
Five each, yeah.
each on your sheet on equipment.
Alright.
Please spend that on dropped pies or waste.
you shouldn't be allowed money. In fact, I'm keeping yours for now. I'm going to look after it for you.
No, it's mine.
I'm gonna put 10 in mine for now.
Oh, mercy. Right then. Pub?
Up.
Pub.
Okay.
I'm already like walking towards
Winchester?
the door while they make pleasantries because I don't care for any of these people.
The people in the room do sort of eye you oddly. You've come in battered and bloody. This is all of you. And some of the children do begin to like huddle closer into their mothers and turn their faces away. So,
Good.
Good.
don't like kids anyway. Dickhead. So you travel back into the town and tracing back your steps, you come to the inn. Wait, it's loading in now. Okay. God. Okay, let's get you on the page. So a warm light emits from the door, and you enter into a bar area. So I'll describe what you see in 1 second. That's not the ones I wanted. A second. These two aren't here. They're gone. Okay. So. Damp cloaks hanging from the pegs in the entrance portico. The tavern is packed with tables and chairs, and narrow paths meandering between them. A bar stretches all along one wall under a balcony that can be reached by a wooden staircase that hugs the north wall. Another balcony overhangs the entrance to the east. All windows are fitted with thick shutters and crossbars. Lanterns hanging above the bar and resting on the tables bathe the room in a dull orange light and cast shadows upon the wall, most of which are adorned with wolf heads mounted on wooden plaques. Behind the bar, you see, let me try and get a portrait of them. I'll describe it from that. Okay. So in your journals, you should have.
Madrigov.
Yeah, the Mycott family. So the
Oh,
one behind the bar has a jet black hair with grey streak down the centre, and 3 ravens feathers in the back. She's wearing a green dress with gold chains lining the front, and long black gloves that almost look like talons on the end. She looks pleasant, and she is polishing glasses at the bar when you walk in.
Evening.
Good
Yeah.
evening, travellers. How can I help?
We need some pretty stiff drinks.
I think it's safe to say we're all weary and thirsty.
Then you've definitely come to the right place. Would you be having purple mash or red dragon crush?
Uh,
What do you think, guys?
are these
Red
Purple
Dragon
ales?
mash
Crush.
for me, please.
I would
Um,
like a large
unfortunately-
jar with one mixed with the other.
These are wines, my friend. We have
It's
wine here.
That's exactly what I want. Tall jar. One
So for
mixed
you,
with the
big
other.
man, half and half.
Floating in perfume served in a man's hat. I'll have a red one.
Red Dragon Crush for you. And she begins to go to the barrels at the back and starts pouring up these large pint cups. For you, Solidus, she mixes them together.
Nice.
Will you be paying together?
Yeah, I'll get these boys.
Oh, thank you,
Yes.
Blight.
With Solidus's money.
It's been it's been a day.
What's her name, Paul?
You haven't asked.
Oh, sorry. And what's your name? Fine wench.
My name is Erwin.
Oh.
Erwin Martikov. Oh no, it's not. It's Danica. My name is Danica. Danica Derakova. And what is your name, sir?
I'm Bruce Farabane. Pleased to meet you.
It's a very strong name you have there. What can I get you to drink, Bruce?
I'll have the strongest of the two wines, please.
The Red Dragon Crush is superior.
Then that will be my poison.
Pots back and pours it. And you, sir? Pointing at you, Callum. What can I get you?
Water, please.
Not a drinker?
Okay.
The wine's made by the family.
Yeah. Water. Please.
Water.
Not a problem. Just
Make
bear
it a
with me
double
1
for him.
minute. And you see her exit into a small room nearby, and she comes back with a pint tankard full of water. Okay, I'll set you back about 3 silver, 3 copper, please.
All right.
We
Sniff
will
it first.
also be requiring rooms for the night, if that's
Well, that
possible.
could be done. That could be done. We've got some fine accommodation upstairs. A bed for each of you.
Please.
Me and Black can share a room, but sure.
It's
And I
beds
can-
we charge by, not rooms.
I can share a bed with Callan.
Mm.
I don't think you'd fit, sir. It'll be one
I think she's
electronium
calling you
piece.
fat.
See, I take that personally.
Yeah.
Beds are one electronium piece per night. That includes hot beet soup and fresh bread. And we also have wolf steak from time to time, but that is a bit extra.
Sorry, electroleum piece.
Yes, and she
Electrium.
brings one out.
5 silver, pretty much, isn't it?
Oh, is
Oh.
this?
Are you dealing in silver?
If
Yeah,
we
that's
could, I
right,
don't have
sir.
any electrum.
It's about 5.
Is
So
this
5
a?
pepper.
Sorry, this is for the DM. Is this currency specific to this campaign? I've not heard of this before. I don't know.
It's in D&D
Is
money,
it? Okay.
but copper and silver are more common. Copper,
Okay.
silver, and gold are more common.
Cool.
Mm.
I'm just going to pay in silver.
Well, thank you, sir. So, you each paying for your own rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all back.
Yeah.
That'll be 5 silver
Chuck
each.
in
Please.
If we
five.
have to.
Love you dearly, but I'm not paying for it.
Right.
I've only got gold.
So you've got change for a gold.
Yeah, you can take 1 gold off, and she'll give you 5 silver back.
Excellent.
In fact, she'll give you 1 electrum piece back.
Oh, yes. Tasty electrum.
I
That's
like.
what she
Finally, my first electrum.
does.
Bite it to make sure it's really electrum.
So, if you head back out the door, just up the stairs, on your right, your rooms are up there.
Thank you for your hospitality.
It's okay. And would you like any of the food now?
Oh,
That would go down well, yes.
Not a problem. I'll go and prepare you some.
Is
thank you.
Can I find a table?
Yeah, it's quite quiet at the moment. There's no one else in. It's just you guys. It looks like they get business from time to time, but more in the afternoon than on the night. So
Has she just left the room?
Yeah, she
Okay.
exits stage left.
Okay, I just go sit down then.
You see a
She
small
just
door
fucking glides out.
swing open, and if you looked through, you'd see that there's like a kitchen area and that sort of thing in there. So you see a table.
Mhm.
Yeah, and drink.
I have some pie.
Yeah.
Solidus, I really think you should ditch the pie.
Nom, 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 nom. It
Is
almost
it
cost
the-
us our lives to save these pies.
You know what they're made from, right?
Pretty sure there's a child in there.
No, the lady said it was wolf. She said sometimes rabbit.
You're eating a kid, dude.
No,
Yeah. You're eating a child.
Stop eating a kid. Stop
Definitely
it. Stop it now.
I shrug them off. I'm like, nah, don't be silly. Of course it's not children. I would be able to taste children.
Whatever you say, kid eater.
Yeah. Can I see? Can I see the pie? Let me have a look at the pie.
You can look with your eyes, not with your hands.
I need to let me have a taste.
Oh yeah, you can.
And
Have a taste, yeah.
I'll taste it and see if it tastes like child.
Yeah, sure. I hand him a piece because I want to get him on the pie wagon. So I'm like, yeah, have
Okay.
some.
Do you take
And
some?
then and then I throw it at the wall. Give me another piece.
You take a bite though.
I'm
Or
not
you
I'm
go
not
to
biting
like
it now. I'm just trying
a
to throw it
kiddish
on the
bite.
floor.
I just look at him and my jaw sort of like
Mm.
very
I'm going to
slowly.
step away from the table to go to the
opens.
men's room in this establishment, and also in
Delicious
real life.
child.
You just threw that on the floor.
Okay, yeah, I need
Threw
to go
what
to
on
the
the
toilet
floor?
as well. 2 secs.
Okay. You
It's
threw
just you and me, bro.
my pie on the
The
floor.
pie chucking contest.
I just stare down Callan and I say, "Don't touch my pie
And then
unless you're going to eat it."
as soon as he says it, I'm gonna smack the pie out of his hand.
Oh,
Give me a dexterity challenge. So you both roll dex and see who
Alright.
gets the higher to see whether you manage to knock it out.
I got a natural 20.
Oh, beast.
Oh shit! I got 18 on the old.
Solidus manages to keep
Dexterity.
hold the pie. You're not fast enough to knock it out of his hand this time.
I'm getting
You're
quite.
not always gonna be there, Solidus.
You're
Get
lucky.
your pie.
I say to Callan, I was like, "You're lucky that I'm in a good mood because I'm currently eating the pie, so it generally
No.
mellows me."
You know what? You need to replace the word pie with child.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
I think that's what you're eating.
And meat's meat at the end of the day. I don't judge you for eating
Yo,
chickens,
I haven't eaten any chicken.
beef, pork. I don't know what you eat.
I
Callum
haven't eaten
tried to
any
knock the
pork.
pie out of Solidus's hand, but didn't manage on a dex roll.
say again, sorry.
Solidus tried to knock the pie out of. No, Callan tried to knock the pie out of Solidus's hand, but didn't manage on a dex roll.
Callan failed a dex roll against Solidus. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's hard when he rolls a natural 20.
I did get
yeah,
that.
he did
Nat
that
20.
20. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, fair enough. He really
I'm,
wants
I'm,
that
I'm
fucking
really
pie.
gripping it. I'm gripping it
Yeah.
so tightly.
That's addiction right there.
I'd like to think you're gripping it so tightly that it would just fall through your fingers
No,
on the floor.
it's it's like how a mother grips a baby tightly without crushing it. It's
A rock mother.
Yeah, yes. That's how I was raised. So yeah,
So,
I'm just.
as you sitting discussing, fighting over pie, a small boy comes out of the
Oh look,
room
pudding.
where you see things come in, and he's
He
got
smells
in his
good.
hands, got 2 bowls of beet soup, and he comes across the table. He says, "I've got your food for you here, please." And he pops them onto the table next to you, and then runs back into the kitchen.
Thank you, Miss Patterson.
Good job so much,
Thanks for the
Professor.
fish.
Right. I'm going to wait till other people eat this before I start looking into it.
Oh, that's polite.
I just
Oh, well.
took straight in.
Shortly
Yeah.
after, he comes in with another 2 bowls and stocks them up on your table. And he's also got a small bowl of like bread, which he puts in the center.
Cheers.
Chow down.
Cheers, boys. To better days.
To more pie.
Comes out and just begins to tend the bar.
I just shout over. It's very quiet in here tonight.
We get on and off nights. At that, the door does open and 2 people walk in and go straight to the
It's an
bar.
on night.
Danica, 2 of your finest wine, please. Of course, of course. We're a good night tonight? Not too bad. We got a couple, but nothing major. And they just begin to talk and thingy. The men who come in are, you can tell by the apparel that their profession is hunting. They've got thick animal hides and wool. They both look quite beaten up. One has a bald head with a large beard, a sort of round tone. The other has dark black hair and a short goatee. They begin just chatting, general chat, and tucking into their wine. The night wears on.
I approach the bar. Hello, fine sirs. My name is Bruce.
Hello, Bruce. How can we help?
Hunters, are you?
Very observant of you.
Wow. What do you
And what
hunt?
might you be?
You could call me a
Hunter.
hunter of sorts. A hunter of evil.
Interesting.
What do you guys hunt?
Well, you could call us hunters of evil, I guess. We try and get rid of any of the crap that comes and affects this town. Protect it a bit. Mainly wolves, and at that he points around the room at the wolf heads that are adorned to the walls. This is some of our finest work.
Are these regular wolves or wolves connected to you know who?
Well, if you ask us, every wolf is connected to you know who. And that's why we get rid of them. They're no good for nothing.
Fair enough.
But keeps us in business. Keeps this fine establishment selling meat.
You haven't by any chance... Also great, we're eating wolf, are we? Nice one.
No, you haven't paid for wolf. Wolf is extra.
Okay.
You're eating beet soup.
You haven't
Yeah,
by
calm
any
down.
chance visited a windmill on the outskirts of the city, have you?
Seen it, but we stay clear. Didn't
Yeah.
look like a place for wolves, if you ask us. We keep our nose out of other people's business.
Well, there was children in there, caged, put to the
Mhm.
slaughter.
Sounds about right for these parts.
My good friend here, and I point over to Callan, was brave enough to rescue them.
Bruce is a right Callum fanboy right now, isn't he?
Well, good on you, sir. If people had paid us, we would have rescued them, but I guess no one wanted them.
Oh, we didn't get paid, brother. We did it for the good of humanity.
Did it for the bands.
He did
Well.
it for pie, but you know.
Yeah. As
Literally
I'm
did it for-
shoveling it in my face.
Well, more honour to you, and a good night to you, I guess.
And to
And
you
that he
too.
just turns back around.
Friendly folk. I go,
So it's
go back
much
to the
nicer
table.
here.
It is true. What time is it, Paul?
It's getting on. you arrived at about dusk, so now it's probably drawing about 10, 11, that sort of time.
Well, if it's right with you guys,
Yeah,
I
been
think
long. It's been a day.
I think I'm going to turn in for the night and see what tomorrow brings us.
Yeah.
And I say to Blight, it might be an idea to make a familiar before bed.
That's slang.
Just
You go to the toilet. Make a duty.
quick one.
So as
Yeah.
you get up to leave, Danica shouts across. So if you're going to bed, just straight out, left up the stairs, and then there's 2 rooms up there for you. They're all made, ready to go.
Thank you very much.
Not that way. Not that way, sir. Out the door.
Okay, going back.
That's right.
This way.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And you see an external set of stairs that leads up. As you leave out first, you get to the bottom of the stairs, and then a small boy almost runs out of the darkness at you. It's the small boy that you saw earlier in the church. He charges up to you and, without saying anything, grabs your hand and
Not
puts
more
something into it.
fucking kids.
And then he puts it into your hand and then lets go and runs back into the darkness. And you just see his white form just disappear.
Hello? What is it? I look down.
You look into your hand and you see a scrumpled note, handwritten on a bit of parchment. It says, "Dear Bruce, I believe your arrival is a blessing from the Morning Lord. You seem a man of good and noble soul. I need your help. Please meet me at the church tonight. Be mindful on the street. Night walks are frowned upon here. I'll ask the Morning Lord to bless you with good fortune. Please make haste. Time is of great importance. Yours faithfully, LP."
LP? Do I recognize those initials?
Well, you recognise the boy to be Yeska, and the father was called Lucian.
Oh, he was Lucian, wasn't he? Yeah. Really?
So close to bed.
I nearly made it. I go back inside and show Blight the note.
Okay.
So close to bed.
I know.
What do you think?
Well, if the Morning Lord needs me, I must go. But if you need, I fully understand and look to Callan and Solidus that you must rest.
Fuck it, I'll come with you. If you
Okay.
want me to.
By all means. I could always use the help.
Okay,
Never a dull moment.
so you guys turn in upstairs, and I will put you in the room. So when you head upstairs, I'll be both so you can both see. The stairs lead up on the outside of the building, and then you cross a small balcony that looks out into the bar where you were sat below. You see 2 rooms. Do you want the first or the second, or they're both the same? It's up to you two.
Sorry, say again.
This is Callan and Solidus.
Oh,
Do you want
sorry,
room
okay,
1
yeah.
or room 2?
Room 1.
You head straight into the first door, and you find 2 well-made beds.
Oh, yeah.
Small storage cases at the bottom, storing the items that you have, and an empty wardrobe. There's a table next to the bedside table. It's a fairly basic room, but it's warm and it's dry and it looks safe. The door to your room, it's a good solid door, and it does have bolts on the inside.
So you
Oh,
should
yeah.
bolt it.
So I bolt the door and
Okay.
then make a winky face at Callan.
Bolt the door, and then I say just push that wardrobe across the door. So it's like there.
So yeah, I use my mighty strength to slide the wardrobe in front of the door.
Okay, so you barricade yourselves in the room, and you two, you're about to set off on the trail to the church. And that is where we'll end tonight
We.
on the
Cool.
plot hook.
Awesome. I really enjoyed that one, Paul. Thank you.
Yeah, it was really good, mate.
Thank you for
It was an
investigating the
absolute
email.
shit show, but it was really good.
That just went from 0 to 100 so quick.
How many times, like,
Callan, you mad bastard.
you had
He was so determined.
Spring back to life and then just fly back in there. Get him!
put it this way, you had 10 rounds for the third hag to come back and complete the covenant, and you managed to just piss about for 10 rounds, doing nothing.
Oh dear.
Well,
Without
what's-
the covenant, they don't have like spells. They have a couple of cantrips, but the covenant just
Is that the granny?
yeah, there has to be 3 of them together.
What was we doing for 10 rounds? I did. What happened?
So you were there for quite a while just talking,
Going in and out.
and then you spent
Okay.
3 rounds just going up and down the stairs and stuff like that.
Farming the outside walls.
Yeah,
I tried twice to climb the windmill and fell down each time.
yep, that's very true.
Yeah, literally like give him a power lift up there, like dust off my hands, and then he's like falling down.
Yeah, just like
Let's
toss
try
it up.
again.
A great one.
Oh, the quality.
That you were getting
that was
such terrible rolls.
I know.
Yeah, you did really bad
So
on
bad.
rolls.
It was
Yeah,
a
really
saving
bad.
for you.
Saving it for the big boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Paul, please don't put me in harm's way until I have a long rest.
We could have just ignored the note.
I know, but I can't.
You're in a big city, you'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen in a
Yeah.
city?
We're in the big smoke now. We'll be right.
Proper
Sure.
scrunched up note from a little sweaty kid's hand.
What can go wrong?
Yeah.
Irene is delivered to the church.
I really thought
You
that
saved a couple of kids.
we lost Callan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we lost me as well.
That
To
was
be
so
fair,
funny.
them death saves were pretty good. You managed 3 successful death saves in a row.
Yeah.
And then you also managed to save your wisdom save, which would have been let's see what could have happened. So the lightning strike was
What's your max HP?
Yeah, no, if it hit me for more than 28, I would have said.
Ah, okay.
and such shit rolls on it.
I think it hit me for like 19, didn't it?
I know
Yeah.
it was 8d6, wasn't it? That was what it was.
Me.
Because if it hits you for 28, which it
Yeah,
just did
then I'd have been
there,
outright dead too.
then
Oh
you
my god!
then
Did
you're
you
dead.
just see that roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd have been like the Emperor
6, 6,
in
4,
Star
6,
Wars.
6, and then there still would have been.
Power. I'd have been like going, Father!
It would have been 38 HP.
Yeah, I'd have been straight dead.
Fuck.
Straight
no.
dead. And then out of nowhere, Callan's brother just turns up.
Yeah.
Hello,
In
I
the-
am.
Hello, I am Callan's twin brother,
in the tavern in Valaki.
Talon. But I'd like you to respect his honor by calling me Callan.
I am Callan the Second.
Callan 2.
We have the same father.
Oh dear, who knows? Okay, so also with you successfully completing your challenge, we'll say that you level up to level 4.
Yes. Yes. Level up. More shit.
We can. I mean, you could.
Are we
probably
leveling
take
up now or leveling up when we rest?
You can level up now. Just keep your hit points the same, and then level up your hit points when you rest.
I wonder
That makes
if
sense.
leveling up
I mean,
will like.
you guys,
Because I've got a
Solidus and thingy.
spell slots used and stuff. I don't know.
Solidus and Callan, you can probably just restore your HP because you're currently taking a long rest. These two are going on a little night escapade, aren't they? So
Well, yeah, what's annoying is I don't even need to sleep, so it's like I just
yeah,
I meditate for 4 hours and then just listen to him snore.
Yeah.
just draw
Yeah.
random things on him.
No.
I think I might just destroy his pies.
Oh.
Oh
I'd
my
be very
god.
mad.
You're going to flush his
Waking.
stash.
Well, I'm sure you would.
I think Bon. I think you get on level 4. I think you get uncanny dodge, which means that if you get attacked by anything like a spell or a weapon or whatever, you can use your reaction to like half the damage on you. It's like really good.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's good.
And you can do that can you do that like every time or
You
something?
get one reaction per round, don't you? So you take the reaction,
Yeah, he's
but then you
basically
wouldn't be able to do like
sacrificing his reaction.
opportunity attacks or anything
Yeah.
like that. Or
That's like really good as a rogue.
but it's a good thing.
Okay, good.
We'll
Let's hope we get that on level
we'll
4.
go-
now,
we'll
Kurt's
go
sold
through
it
your-
out.
we'll go through your level up sometime if you like.
Yeah, I've just leveled up, but
Okay,
yeah,
no.
let's.
If you on that bit where you level up, if you like scroll down, you can see there'll be like an exclamation mark of like new things to do or something, I think.
I
Okay.
might choose the actor feat.
Yeah, you can choose a feat or you can
You
improve
should
your
definitely
abilities.
choose the actor feat.
Skilled at mimicry and dramatics.
Oh, the thing is, she failed an intelligence check as well, so she actually thought you were like the health inspector.
That was the funniest
D&D
thing.
health
That was
inspector.
ace.
Seymour Portobello was just the highlight of the night.
He'll be back.
Seymour
Oh,
Portobello
brilliant.
diving out the window.
That was so good. That's so funny. I'm just like picturing it from like our perspective. How it's
Chunky
like,
short
A
guy.
fat man in a top hat.
Dear.
so good.
Mental.
With a great
Right,
big
boys.
moustache.
Yeah.
I'm
Good
going
game.
to bed, so see you
Thanks,
next
Paul.
week.
Thank you guys. That was
Cheers,
great.
Paul.
What are we
Alright.
trying? Are we aiming for like a week
Try for fortnightly if you want.
or
for now.
fortnightly?
Yeah, I need.
See you all.
need to
See you
prep.
all on Sunday.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Oh
we'll see you
yeah,
on
and
Sunday,
Sunday as
Friday.
well. Yeah. Cool. All right, guys.
Good
Awesome.
evening.
Awesome.
Right.
Catch you later.
See you later.